Morning. Well, afternoon, sorry. I was trying to come on this morning, but I couldn't. Give me a second. Live description needs updating. Live with restream on October. I don't know why it says that. That's weird. That is weird, actually. Let me see if I can look up.
On this night a child is born, who will take away the sin of the world. Oh, look at his little feet. Those feet will be called beautiful, for he will bring a beautiful message to the fallen world. A message only a fool will deny. We seek a baby who was born here this day. We are wise men from the east, those who seek their king are wise, and wisdom only comes from the east. There are many of us, and we won't stop coming until the end of the Gentiles. We all bring the gifts.
Yeah, Alex, find out if I could change that while I'm live. Because if not, I'll have to wait another day. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can only do it before you go live.
Okay, before I go live. All right, we'll just leave it alone today. But yeah, thank you for letting me know that. I had no idea that was even on there.
No worries. I've never noticed that. Only when today you popped up on the For You page. So
yeah. Weird.
Yeah. Happy New Year anyway, brother.
You too, man. Absolutely.
Given to us by
Burger. What's up, Burger? You back? What's going on, man? This is a W song. Yeah, the song's actually pretty amazing. I wish to grow a beard like that one day. Did you kill Osama? Nope, but someone just like me did.
They call me the toe stomper. Get your steel toe boots on. Try to have a question. Okay, go ahead with your question. How are Christians today?
Man, you're pretty good at that.
Someone in the
Yeah,
elevator.
I'm good at a lot of things. Well, it's not okay to be good at everything if you're not excellent at something.
What do I think about
Even better
NASA?
if
They
you
make
could
cool
master
rockets.
a thing. Master a thing? Like what? It's something not easy to teach. Some say it cannot be taught, but it can. It's just not easy to do. It's easy to be a quitter. It's easy to blame rather than face shame. You need to. Grit doesn't choose sides. You choose it. Makes no difference. Grit doesn't affiliate only with positive pride. It's like a sword. You yield whether you know how to swing it or not. Get ready for a ride. What makes life pain-free? It's grit mastery.
Not a scam.
Life is gonna
I have no
beat you
idea.
down, whether you deserve it or not. How you choose to deal with it will show if you stay tough or not. Don't
I know they're rockets, they're not scams. They work. They actually go up and come back down.
separate you from the misery. So do yourself a favor. Grit doesn't choose sides, you choose it. Makes no difference. Grit doesn't affiliate only with positive pride. It's like a sword, you yield whether you know how to swing it or not. Get ready for a ride. What makes life pain-free? It's grit mastery.
I don't know if they landed on the moon or not. I don't care. They still make cool
Keep it
rockets.
simple. Grit is
They
understanding
make the best rockets in the
failure
world.
without the fear of it coming.
Them and Elon Musk.
Failure will come whether self-induced or not. Push through. Don't focus on what other people do. Don't listen to
Thank you for that,
naysayers. They all come
Lorena.
in different shades and layers. Run your
Merry New Year
race.
to everybody.
It's not a gift, it runs its own pace. Don't waste your time arguing with the people in the stands. What are you
Bottle
doing?
rockets are not as cool as NASA rockets.
Argue with the preachers and the teachers. Get back on the track.
Bottle rockets can't hold people.
Before it's too late.
They're still, bottle rockets are still cool though.
Doesn't choose sides, you choose it. Makes no difference.
Chris, Merry New Year.
Doesn't affiliate only with positive pride. It's like a sword, you yield whether you know how to swing it or not. Get ready for a ride. What makes life pain-free? It's grit mastery. It's grit mastery. Grit mastery. Grit mastery.
What's the flag behind me? It's a Dcaled flag.
With God's right by my side, ready to fight. God searched for a man to do this job, but couldn't find one. He searched the whole earth and there was none who would meet the wolf, lion, bear, and a
Yeah,
skin.
y'all just be patient, man. Some of the people come in a little later if I don't come on until about 1. So
To get paid. But when the enemy
he said not
comes
familiar
our
with
way,
it.
they leave their posts
No,
out in the sun.
Richard, I'm messing with you.
I stare
It's the American flag. I just have my Dcaled logo where the stars are.
where I
That's why it says Dcaled. It's a Dcaled flag. It's like, I'm not familiar with it. Descale's the name of the show that you're watching.
learn to endure with bigger battle lies ahead. One, if I go in fear, I will surely be dead. Whatever this challenge is, my storm will hit its mark. For my
He fights women to make him feel strong. Okay.
Not the outer appearance of man.
Yeah, no doubt, Lorena.
The heart that I placed in you.
I wrote these over 10 years ago, all of them. Some of them 12 years ago.
I'll continue to play my melody. Get ready, here it comes. Tell me what you see. You chose me to be king. I want to rejoice that you are my Lord, but I don't know how to play a chord. Can I just hear you sing? With your arm by my side, I'll hold the harp. I'll close my eyes and imagine you. My hands are yours to play a secret melody. For I am a circumcised Jew. Who is this uncircumcised Gentile? Who brings fear in our soldiers' hearts? I will go stand, watch them until he departs. Very head, I will challenge him before all to see. I'll go alone just to run at me. Everyone that thinks I'm alone, no, I have my servant by my side, and he does what he is told, because I'm part of his bride.
Carol, Merry New Year.
Go ahead, Lord, play your course. Not the outer appearance of man. Look at the heart that I placed in you was first in me. From the start, from stone to flesh, you became good ground. From dry and desolate, a garden of Eden is in you now. I am the gardener, that's how you grew. Keep your eyes
Arcane.
closed as
I don't know what that is.
I'll continue to play my melody. Get ready, here it comes. Tell me what you see. Through your melody as I read, I hear digging of soil and planting of seed. When I strike a chord, I hear your gospel notes that pierce the heart. Oh, how you secretly play. As I stand my watch both night and day, an unstoppable melody. To not play your harp is a disgrace. I will play the song you taught me in your secret place. You showed me your secret chord. It's a weapon, it's a sword. Against Goliath I struck a chord. It roared, it was the Lord. Not the outer appearance of man. I look at the heart. The heart that I placed in you was first in me. From the start, from stone to flesh, you became good ground. From dry and desolate, a garden of Eden is in you now. I am the gardener, that's how you grew. Keep your eyes closed as I make you new. I'll continue to play my melody. Get ready, here it comes. Tell me what you
What's going on, Trent?
Who's that? What's up, bro? What's that picture? What is that?
Check it out, man.
I
Tell me
can't-
what you think.
I can't really see it. Oh, let me screenshot it. Hold on a second. Let me get right here real quick. Right here real quick. Let's see.
You walk in my heart in the cool of the day.
What is it? I can't tell what it is. What is it?
You showed me your glory.
All right, it's a couple things going on. So you got the yoke, and it's made of salt.
Is it Hebrew letters?
And the yoke made No. It's a yoke.
Oh, a yoke. A yoke. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. I see
Yeah,
it.
it's a yoke. A yoke made of salt, and then it's raised up on a rock
On a rock.
that's floating, that came out of the earth, and then in the background it's a city on a hill.
Ah, I like that. I like that. Looks good. Looks good.
Pre- Thank you, appreciate it.
Yeah. Saul said, "Ain't nobody gonna tell me where I can go and where I can't go." That's funny. Yeah. Oh, guys. So this song that's playing right now, "I'm Your Garden," is going to be dropped tomorrow, the 2nd, January 2nd. It's going to be dropped on all musical platforms. So, or better yet, I'm sorry, the entire album is. The song's already dropped, but the entire album, the rest of the songs will be dropped tomorrow. It might even be at midnight tonight. Still tomorrow, though, really, the morning. Do you what? Have a map? Because I keep what? Getting lost in your eyes? Get out of here. That crap.
God.
In the story of Jericho, it was you who knocked down the wall with 7 priests and the 4 carrying the ark. The trumpets blasted, but all I heard was you. Even when you spoke to the children of Israel, and all they could hear caused fear. I rejoice to the sound in Ruth's voice. Call the nearest kinsman to the city gate. When I heard Boaz say he would redeem both Naomi and Ruth boldly.
I don't know what that means.
I heard a trumpet sound.
Merry New Year.
When Esther went boldly
What was that?
before the king for mercy of her people, I heard your voice.
Jen? Yeah, man, the songs are awesome. I'm not going to release one that's not good, man. I'm being dead serious. Genres differ, right? There may be someone that don't like a specific song because of the genre. I can't help anyone on that. But yeah, man. What happened? Oh,
When the epiphany hit that I was your plan, all along the trumpet sound came out of the midst of me. I remember when Jesus said he was the vine and we were the branches. The trumpet sounded again. The trumpet sounded again. It was you the whole time on the inside of me. I was fooled to believe you were out there somewhere. The truth of where you are is what set me free. You abide in me. You abide in me. You called my name. I did not hide.
I who was? I think that was Jen, right? That said that. Jen, what do you listen? Do you listen to the music outside of Dcaled? And if so, what do you listen to it on? I've been asking people different questions based on it. If or any of you like it, if y'all listen to it outside of Dcaled, like where do you go to listen? Right now, you can only hear that one song, "I'm Your Garden," on. You can hear it on anything, but on SoundCloud, the whole album is on SoundCloud. So that's right now. That's the only place you can hear the rest of the songs. But tomorrow, the entire album comes out on everything, right? So on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon. For some reason, bro, Amazon Music. I had no idea. I'm not even kidding. I never even knew that there was a thing called Amazon Music. I'm just being honest. And apparently a lot of people use it. And I had no idea. Alexa? No way. Okay, I see a bunch of Pandora. Alexa? So you could say Alexa, play that song?
Alexa uses your Amazon Music.
Oh, so Alexa's Amazon.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Let me see if it Alexa. None of my things Alexa'd. None of them Alexa'd. I don't think I have it on.
Yeah, Siri. You got Siri.
Oh, Siri. Will Siri do it? Siri.
No,
hey, Siri.
She's Google. No, she's
I have one of them. Which one's Apple?
Siri.
Yeah. Hey, Siri. Oh.
She'd be ignoring me too. Bro.
Yeah. Well, I think I have the voice thing turned off. What do you do? Do I hold on to something? Let's see.
It's in your settings.
No,
or you can hold it. Yeah, you can hold the side button.
Oh, you hold the side button? Play I'm Your Garden from Dcaled. Oh, crap. It sure did. Oh, man. All right. You can stop. Siri, stop. Or I don't know what else to tell her other than stop. Well, you got me. I see a lot of Pandora. Salt said, you got to bop it, twist it, hit it. Amazon, Alexa. Okay, yeah. My bad. I didn't know. My kids play I'm Your Garden on repeat. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, the album's going to be released tomorrow, the entire album, and I think at midnight. Like I think that's correct. But either way, when you get up tomorrow, they'll be on there, all of them. So then you can say, "Hey Siri" or Alexa, whatever, play. You got to know the name of the songs clearly, but and the song that I played earlier, what was the first one I played? I think that's. Oh yeah, no, that one's not on there. Going to be on there. So David's Secret Chord is not going to be on the album, but it'll be on the next one. And then.
How dare you?
Yeah, it's not. It wasn't released with it. Oh, what? America, Sean America. What's going on? Merry New Year. Everybody coming in with Merry New Year's. All right, so let's see. Jay White here. Jay White's next in line. What's up, Mick? Merry New Year.
I can message her.
I think she's sleeping, y'all.
Well, don't mess with her. I mean, yeah, don't mess with her. If she's not here, if she's not here, she'll be here.
Yeah.
She'll be here one day. And we pretty much.
She actually, I spoke to her this morning.
Oh, okay.
She's sleeping right now.
Yeah. That's just cool. And we Abednego, Meshach, Reshach, and Abednego. We already went over that. We already went over CJ's. Yeah, Jay White's she's the only one on the list. Nope. No, she's not. Oh, I moved Kelly. I think Kelly's here. Howdy, partner. What's up, man? Bro, you look Army. Okay. Well, your eyesight must be doing you right. America. Which state? Texas. The only state. There's only one state in America.
Here.
Let's see. Kelly, you want to go over your question? Are you a drill sergeant? Nah, heck no. Heck no. No, I was an instructor.
Only on Dcaled.
Only on Dcaled. Well, I mean, as an infantry sergeant, you're a drill sergeant every day, honestly. But he's talking about basic training. Heck no, dude. Yeah. No, I was instead of being a drill instructor or being a recruiter, for God's sakes, I was able to be an instructor at a range. Let me see. Oh, man. Oh, I don't know. I thought Kelly wasn't here. You can go to someone else. Yeah, Kelly, I'm not rushing you. Don't worry. We'll talk about it whenever you're ready. Ain't no big deal. What? Information for what? Sean, what do you need information for? For what exactly? You trying to vet me, Sean? What's going on? For Russia. Gamer, what's up? You from Russia or what? Oh. The salon business. Here's your salon business right there. Sean, there's your salon business right there. All right, so Kelly said move on. Jay White's not going to be here. We kind of have an open chart, which is all right, man. Today's the first day, 2026, right? Am I right about that? Is it 2026? It sure is. All right, Salt, how long you been coming to Dcaled, man?
Few weeks now.
Yeah. Somebody invite you? How'd you find out about Dcaled?
I was blessed to be scrolling at the right time when you were on.
Yeah. Do you remember what we were talking about?
I think it was the fruit from the garden series you had.
Okay. So probably John 15, maybe? Or
I'm not sure which one. It may have been like the second or third part. Like you know what I mean? You made a few videos.
Yeah, I'm saying were we talking about John 15 though? Do you know?
Remind me what John 15 was?
John 15 is where Jesus says, "I'm the vine and you're the branches," and I kept going back to that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Cool. Where are you from? I'm talking about state. You don't got to give town and all that.
Texas. I'm from Dallas.
Oh yeah. Oh, wait a minute. You already told me that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you did.
Are you from Dallas?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I went to I started out in like South Dallas and then ended up going to Duncanville.
Duncanville? Yeah, that's the Dallas area. That's all Dallas. Yep. What information? What are y'all talking about? Timothy, can I ask you something? From Kenya. What's up, Timothy? What's up, man? What's going on in Kenya? Let me ask you something first. What's going on in Kenya, Timothy? Homeboy. Mick. Mick said it's always about the garden of Dcaled. That ain't no lie. 100%. Hey, you figure if you talk about the same subject long enough, people get bored. I don't know what it is with this subject though. Nobody gets bored.
Yo, you know what's crazy? I go to other lives and they're debating and doing everything, and I'm like, man, they don't study spirit, soul, and body. But wait, but that's in the garden. And then everything's always pointing back.
Oh, it goes back.
They just don't see it.
I know. Everything, no matter what it is, if you got a question or anything, it's going to relate. It's going to go, it's all going to point back to that. But we're taught to compartmentalize. That's what we're taught to do. We're taught to compartmentalize every little piece of the Bible. And first of all, you have to, right? When you're first learning anything, you have to compartmentalize. Like, for instance, oh, Lord, let's see. Let's talk about metal fabrication, okay? And I may not even be using the right words, but when I say metal fabrication, that's going to involve different types of iron, like the shapes of it. Does anyone know shapes of iron? They're given names. Each little piece of metal has different shapes. They all have names. Anybody know any names of metal? Parts that build buildings and stuff?
Steel girders.
Christian, I have no idea what you just said.
Yeah, it sounded like you said.
Hey.
Let me say what it sounded like.
What?
Field burgers.
Yeah, I did say field burgers. Christian, what did you say, bro?
Steel girders.
Oh, girders. Okay. Hey, as soon as I asked that question, I said, hey guys, anybody know what types of metal there are? Somebody put in the comment in YouTube, they put heavy metal. We're talking about rock. They got them little hands like this, heavy metal. Oh, it's the best, bro. Burnt offerings. Thank you for that, bro. It's freaking hilarious. Anybody know what kind of metals are? Yeah, heavy metal. Oh man, you got to have a sense of humor. That's funny. Yeah, I don't mean names of metals like the type of substance, right? So I'm not saying metal, iron, brass. I don't mean that. I'm saying when it comes to like fabricating buildings, okay, all of it is steel, iron, whatever you want to call it, but there's shapes. And I know Salt said some of them, and he's right. Okay, Eric.
A sheet.
Yeah, you got sheet metal. That's true, but I'm talking about this. So Eric put square tubing, right? I-beam, flat, right? A bar, channels. You understand? You got I-beams, you got channels, you got bars, you got
the rebars.
Well, you got rebar, right? Right. Okay, so yeah, somebody put rebar in there. So like if you're trying to teach someone all those metals, right? But you're teaching them that because they're helping fabricate buildings. So you have to compartmentalize each type of metal. Look, these are I-beams. Those over there, those are channels. This over here, that's angle iron, right? You're showing them, because if they ask you, hey man, go bring me 24 I-beams for the west side, right? And they shouldn't have to tell you the dimensions, because you're supposed to know on the west side right now, they're still wanting, they still need 100, 50-foot I-beams by, and there's dimensions, and then you have channels, and then you have angle iron, and some of the angle iron are the same on both sides. Some of them are 3x2s or 4x2s or 4x4, depending. But they teach you the types of metal that they're using. So when they tell you what it is, you can bring that metal to the side of the area, that people are utilizing it. But you first have to start off by compartmentalizing. Look, these are channels. See those? You notice that they don't look like channels? Yeah, I noticed that. You notice how they look like an eye? Yeah, those are called I-beams. You see this over here? These are called bars. And you're like, bar? Why is that called a bar? Or why is that called a plate? There's some of them that's called plates. And it's easy to see... I'll just use this. It's easy to see. Oh man, I don't want to use that one. Lord, I don't want to use any of those. Let's see what this is right here. So I'll use this. Let's say this was metal, this little plastic thing right here, okay? This would be considered a plate, okay? It's a plate. If this was 50 foot long and 50 foot wide or whatever, 50 by 50, it would still be considered a plate. It doesn't matter how big it is. Now, some people say, well, it's a sheet. Other places are like, look, is it an 8x4? Right? Because then they start calling them sheets. Some places do, not all. But if there's specific measurements, now it's no longer just a plate. It's a sheet, okay, that people change it up. And I'm not an expert at any of this. I just understand it because I was a foreman for a galvanizing plant for a few years, which was actually a hilarious job. I ain't gonna lie, it was the funniest job I ever had. Freaking funny. Best times, bro. I had the best times there, bro, at this place, dude. The guys, the lower ranking guys, man, they're the best, dude. Now, lots of trouble, but freaking hilarious. But I'm pointing this out because it doesn't matter what it is that you learn, you have to start off compartmentalizing. You have to start off 1 + 1. And so what Bill's talking about, he goes into certain lives and there's people that are just not comprehending what he's talking about or some of the things that he knows. And you just have to remember, it is like, I'll tell Bill right here in front of everybody, be careful. If you're around people that don't understand that, remember, you can become a stumbling block for them, bro. You can just start offending them. It could happen. And so
it's happened.
Yeah.
It has.
Yeah. So what do you do after you offend them? You just
choose.
Now listen. I'm talking about the lives you go in and stay in. Like if you come off as offensive, do you just like mute and just be quiet for a little bit, or how are you handling that?
Well, now I'm just backing off. I'm laying down and say, okay, yeah, no problem. And I just drop it. I drop the conversation.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Listen.
Getting offended.
Listen. Just to be clear. Are you leaving the live, or are you staying there and like, is that what you're saying? You're staying there though? Or are you leaving the live?
No, certain ones I have to leave because it gets to the point that I have to walk. I don't go there no more. Certain ones they accept it and they just move on.
Okay. Yeah. I'm only
That's
asking.
What I'm saying. There's certain ones. There's certain ones that I don't go back no more.
Oh, okay.
And they've popped up here before too.
Yeah.
They've come up here and started asking the questions, and so I let them come here and hey, go ahead. You actually here, but I won't deal with them because I saw how they acted with me on there. Yeah,
just it's The Bible says, man, it says knowledge puffeth up. And it's saying, what it's talking about is we may start understanding, but what's going to end up happening is our flesh, if you're not careful, your flesh could be like, oh, like, I know something someone don't know. And you can, not you, I'm not talking about Bill, you, but figuratively, whoever, sure. What could end up happening is your flesh could like just start puffing up at somebody. All right. Look, on a live like this, where there's a bunch of people, when it says that knowledge puffeth up, okay. Knowledge cannot puff up when there's 1,000 people in the stands. Listen, if you're on a stage and there's 1,000 people, you're not having a one-on-one conversation with anyone. Okay. So when people try to say, yeah, you're prideful and you need a, whoa. Absolutely not. No. You can't do that, man. Am I saying that you can't be puffed up in front of 1,000 people? No, what I am saying is that the majority of people listening to someone on a stage, or like if 1,000 people is watching one person, you'll hear people say that like, oh, knowledge puffeth up, and the person's not doing anything. They're not being puffed up at all, but they're being offended of what the person is saying. You need to know when someone is being puffed up in knowledge. And what I'm saying is the only way to be puffed up in knowledge is to have knowledge that someone else doesn't have, and you're kind of using that to beat them down. All right. Now, I will mock the flesh and I'll give the flesh a hard time. But usually that's me trying to show the person that they still don't know the difference between spirit, soul, and body. Because if you did, you would understand that the thing that's bothering me is not the person's soul. It's the flesh. The flesh will always get in the way, and it will not allow you, again, the fowl of the air, which is the carnal mind, it will not allow you to speak in their life. So once you've learned, this person's not going to let me speak in their life, that means that you went from having, 2% chance to speak in their life to 1. And 0 would be them leaving, like saying, man, just shut up, and them leaving. And if you're at a place where you're talking to someone and they've given you a 2% chance of speaking in their life, it's hard to come back from that. I'm not saying they started off with 100. No. I'm not talking about that. I'm saying someone that has come in front of your face one-on-one, and they literally are giving you a 2%. What I'm saying is that is not the time to be puffed up or to kind of give the flesh a hard time. You understand? We're talking about a one-on-one here. Okay. And I've heard people say, oh, you're not ever supposed to. Well, I know I don't have problem making disciples. It's funny. Everybody always trying to, that ain't how you do it. And I have never had a problem making disciples. Never. Okay. So, what I do works, right? And if someone else is claiming that what they do works better, then keep doing what you're doing. But if you have a method or you have a way that you're saying you're using to make disciples, and it's not working, I could show you a better way. That's all I'm saying, right? And our job as disciples is to not do anything but that, and that's to make disciples, to be fruitful and multiply. You'll have everyone telling you, do you keep the laws? Do you keep the Sabbath? They'll always bring up these laws. They always talk about how good they are. Do you do this? Do you do that? Do you make disciples? Let me ask you that. Do you make disciples? The answer is no for these knuckleheads. How's that make any sense? Here we are again. God is saying, make disciples, and you keep focusing on what laws you're supposed to be doing. That's not the fruit. So they say faith without works is dead. So they think works is the fruit. No, buddy. No, absolutely not. The works is not the fruit. Absolutely not. Nope. 100% no. And they don't even know what works are. He said, be fruitful and multiply. And this is not telling you to have a bunch of physical babies. That's not what that means. It's to have spiritual babies, like Paul talks about. Be fruitful and multiply. What is fruit? Fruit is life. Seed of his kind. That's what fruit is. Seed of his kind. The law is not seed of his kind. Absolutely not. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I'm learning how to harness myself more and more when it comes to showing that this Dcaled and spirit, soul, and body and stuff like that. And sometimes unfortunately, I get caught up like that.
Yeah, servant.
But thank God I got sisters like Nina and Jennifer who take out the chancla real quick on me.
Yeah, guys, give me a second. I'll be right back.
Yeah, take two.
Come on, Bill. Anytime you need a chop. The boomerang chancla, it's going to go around the room, come back, and hit you in the back of the head.
Jennifer reminded me of my mom. Come here right now. Right now, come here. You're going to get... Come here. So how was everybody's evening yesterday?
Good, good.
Mine was nice and peaceful.
Lots of fireworks there. Yeah. Jennifer, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Bill.
She'll be good in the military. She would have been a sergeant.
My dad was a ranger.
Oh, okay. Explains a lot.
Why you think I love Trot?
Yeah. How do you think she could put up with? How do you think she could put up with Trot so well?
Yeah. I see.
Your dad was a ranger, Jennifer?
Yes.
Yeah, he was. He was.
I didn't know that. I wonder you're a soldier. You're a soldier too now.
Big time. You're a drill sergeant.
Yes, he don't play no game.
And when we first met, she was strong. Remember in Matrix Life? Ooh, she was super
strong.
Super strong. And we used to stay up late in that one, right?
Jennifer, I think he's reminiscing with you.
I was reminiscing.
Yeah, Matrix. I remember him.
Yeah. He became a nurse and we never saw him again.
I see him fly by every so often, like one of his videos. Yeah. He's still keeping.
Cool. Yeah, no, I hit him up. We DM him on Facebook.
Guys, give me a second. I'm just trying to Legend, I think your name is. It's not easy to keep up with some of the comments, man. Okay. Can I ask a serious question? Where'd the question go? Do you guys consider evolution to be a real phenomenon or just a theory? Well, so I don't know. Legend, let me ask you, have you ever asked a Christian that question before? I don't even know if you're still here. If not, no worries. We'll just move on, but Legend, you still here? All right. Well, I'm going to go over it just literally for seconds. That's all right. But in case he ever goes back and watch this. Yeah. So okay, look, so a Christian, okay, a Christian is going to hold to what the Bible says, right? And so when you're talking about evolution, not all people who say that they believe evolution is true, not even all of them view it the same way, right? Some talk about animals coming out, some talk about straight from apes and Some say no, the fish went on the land, grew legs, and became the ape, and I get all that, but the Bible says that God made man, right? Evolution points to fish came out, grew legs, and then eventually man came out. Okay, so even though we can see like what we would call like proof of types of what is called evolution, what we don't believe at all is that everything evolves into something. But we do see things that can evolve, okay, like learn. We do see that. So for anyone to say that's not true, this is where there's, you know, like a huge issue to say that nothing evolves, nothing. Well, that's not true. We've seen things can evolve, like become smarter or get better at something or have a reason to like evolve into that next thing. But when you start saying because that's true, then that means humans evolved from a fish. That's where the disconnect is, right? But to say that there is nothing that evolves, I don't think that's true. I think things do. But what I'm saying is things evolve a certain way because that's how God created it to be. So this is the disconnect between people who believe that evolution is the thing, like everything came from something evolving, and it's just something. The argument will never, it'll never end. Period. It just won't. And I guarantee you, it ain't going to end today. It ain't going to end today. It's like evolutionists and people who claim that they're believers in God. They'll argue with each other all day. And to me, it's no different. I don't care what anybody says. No different than Christians arguing about once saved, always saved, water baptism, Trinity, oneness. A waste of time. Your job is to learn the Bible for you. It says, what does it say? What does it say to do for yourself regarding the scriptures? Does anybody remember?
Study to show yourself approved unto God.
Right, but before it says show yourself approved, what does it say?
Study.
Man,
to show yourself.
All right. Study to show yourself. Why?
Yeah.
Study for you. That's what it's saying. Study for you. You don't study because you got to go show somebody else up. If you are studying scripture because someone cooked your stupid butt because you were too dumb to say no to your flesh, you just had to go in their kitchen and they cooked you up and barbecued you in front of everybody. Now you feel insulted and you're like, I must go study. Now you're studying just to cook somebody. That's the dumbest thing. That's the dumbest reason I have ever heard. What a prideful way to study the Bible. I'm going to go study so I can outsmart. My friend, you ain't reading the Bible with your heart. You're not reading it with your heart. You're studying because you want to go cook someone that embarrassed you because they only read the Bible to embarrass people. You understand? The reason they're going around cooking people is because they just want to embarrass people. Puffed up knowledge. Again, the only knowledge that can be puffed up is when someone learns something and they don't do anything with it, but just get puffed up with it. And they're like, oh, I cooked you last week. I cooked you yesterday. I was telling somebody, I can't remember who it was yesterday. I was like, oh, man, get up here so I could cook you. Jay White's like, what'd you just say? I was like, I don't know. Ain't that what y'all call it? I'm going to cook you. Come up here. It's the dumbest thing, man. But again, when hold on, let me say it. Again, when I'm trolling somebody, that's why I say it, because they trolling. So I'm going to troll back. Then you're going to hear me talk like that. Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, is that like the Islamic believers? They go, they study a particular thing, like where does Jesus say that he is God? They go, they study other scripture, they know it's not there, and then they come back and they start.
Yeah, that's why they read the Bible. But again, Christians do the same thing. Christians get cooked by other Christians, right? Because they're arguing about once saved, always saved, water baptism, Trinity, oneness, and they're like, I'm going to go learn some more. And then all they're doing is they're trying to figure out, how can I stop? Like, how can I unbarbecue myself because of what happened last week? It'll never happen. You got cooked, and everybody's going to see you as a cooked tilapia forever. Okay. And so these people try to get out of this cookedness that someone put them in, right? They were body bags. So they try to pull out their knife and cut themselves out of the body. No, I shall not be in the body bag anymore. And then before you know it, it's been 10 years. It has been 10 years that they have been body bag, toe tagged, freaking cooked. 10 years, man. And and everybody still remembers, oh, you were cooked, you were body bag. And they can't stand. And now they got to go body bag, toe tag, cook 500 people to every time they've been cooked, just so they can say, well, my odds are in the favor. My odds are in my favor. And it's like, nah, you're not reading the Bible for your heart, man. You're not. Are some of these people saved? Yeah, they can be saved. I'm not questioning that. God's a God of love, grace, and mercy, and salvation is easy. That's the easy thing. But all the reasons that people do it, that's their own reason. I don't know. I think Kelly, you told me somebody was in there, and I just totally, yeah, they're not there anymore. We slab them so you can tag them. Oh my God. Y'all are out of there with that.
How ironic is it they call it a body bag? Like, it's not even a joke anymore. Like, yep, we're slaying y'all.
Yeah, I don't know. It is what it is, man. All right, let's see. All right, William, here goes, guys. I got a dad joke for you. Do you want to rate it? Put your dad joke in the comment, man. Put it in there. Christianity, Hunger Games. May the odds forever be in your favor. That's what it is.
It is like that.
It is.
100%.
It is.
Every now and then we'll go up as tribute.
All right. Yeah. All right, guys. Just, everybody block your ears. Let's see. How did the blonde break her leg by raking the leaves? What's the answer? How did the blonde break her leg by raking the leaves? Go ahead. Don't be mad if I don't read the answer, though. PG-13. If it ain't PG. Oh, my God. Yeah, it's definitely a dad joke. How did the blonde break her leg by raking the leaves? Answer, she fell out of the tree.
Oh, my goodness.
That's like a 0.
No, bro. No. It's a blonde joke. No, bro. That's 100%. That's top tier. No, it's not. No, it's not.
That was good.
It's top tier, bro. No, that is top tier. Listen.
Y'all need to level up.
No.
I laughed out loud.
Listen.
Hey, wait a minute.
Hold on, let me say that. Nina, you
Why
can't.
are you not getting on him for the blonde jokes for the women?
Hold on, let me just say.
There's so much better.
Nina, all right, give us a better one, Nina. It better be a blonde joke. Let's go.
No, but I don't have my arsenal. Let me get one.
All right, get one. Let me give you another one. That right there is 100% top tier blonde joke, because the joke is, the joke is blondes are dumb. That's the joke.
She's dingy.
Dingy, dumb, whatever. And so the joke is they're always doing things that is so simple. Okay, so again, how do you unalive a blonde? Everybody should know this one by now. How do you unalive a blonde? Anybody? Nobody? You put a scratch and
a scratch and sniff sticker at the bottom of the pool.
Okay, all right. It's the same stupidity level. Same.
Oh man.
Same, bro. That's top tier. So, it's kind of like the one that says, "Yeah, I was walking with my girlfriend." Y'all have to see me though to get this joke. You have to look at me, okay? If you're not looking at me, you're not going to get it. And so, yeah, I'm hanging out with my blonde friend. It could be friend, mom. It don't matter who it is. You can say friend, okay? I was hanging out with my blonde friend, you know, and she was talking about how, you know, she loves squirrels, and out of nowhere, you know, just to mess with her, I was like, hey, you know, actually, you know what? I got a better one. I'm walking with my blonde friend, and just to give her a hard time, I said, look, a dead bird. And she looked up and said, where?
Yeah.
I said, dead bird.
Yeah, we got it.
So again, every one of them is very simple. The problem is a very simple solution. They're all the same rate. So, how did the blonde break her leg? By raking leaves. She fell out of the tree. Why? She should never been up there raking them. Scratch and sniff stickers should not be smelled underwater. Very simple. So 100% top tier blonde. Again, top tier blonde joke. They're blonde jokes, man. All right, well, if you're going to talk crap, let's go. Char in something, char, whatever. Let's go. You got a better blonde joke? Put it in the comment. If you're going to run your mouth, your joke better be, I better fall out of my chair. Let's go, char. Or just leave and just out of embarrassment, don't even come back. Let's
Bring
go.
it on. I want to see Trot fall out of his chair.
Yeah, I hope he can do it. Let's go. You too, ex-Bella. Let's go, Diva. You better have a better one, too. Both of y'all talking smack. Let's go. Your joke better be good. And if you don't have a joke, get your loser butt out of here for not even being funny. You can't even be funny. That's the easiest thing to do in life is to be funny. You can't do that? Oh, man, really? Y'all boring. Y'all come in here talking smack and you're boring. Usually boring people that talk smack know how to continue it, man. Let's go. You don't have a joke, but you're going to come up here and say these jokes are terrible? Bro, get out of here. You know what? And I will tell you this. Thank you for not running like a coward. Thank you for staring and just saying you don't have a joke. All right, fine. But if you're going to make fun of someone's joke, bro, at least have a good one. At least have one. You know what I mean? Come on, man. That's like telling someone they got an ugly car and you don't even own one. Get out. Come on. My mom called me the joke. Lord have mercy. All right, Char, listen, we don't need the dark humor. Lord, give me a break on that, man, okay? We don't need the dark humor. God, dog. Man. Fam Love, what's up? What's going on?
Hey, what's up?
What's up, man? What you doing? Huh? You over there
wasting time.
You putting taking up space. You over there putting veggies and fruit in paraffin jars or what? Huh?
No, but I can't wait to get back to gardening. Man, I'm glad I was on top of that though. I took care of my garden pretty good up until I broke my arm.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you what blonde thing did you do to break your arm, ma'am?
Come on, man.
Come on, it was what we're talking about. It's relevant. I said it. It wasn't out of nowhere. No, really, what did you do? I think you said it before, man. I can't remember what.
I slipped. I slipped and fell. I clean houses for a living. I slipped and fell, and I did the wrong thing. I put my arm behind me. It was just instinctive. It wasn't like if I had thought about it, I would have flopped like a fish. But I didn't think about it. It was just instinct.
Yeah.
You know how that flesh be just reactively doing things.
Yeah. When you fell, you definitely should have just started flopping like a fish. You would have been.
I know, right?
Yep. You'd have been better off.
Hindsight's always 20/20, but too little, too late.
Yeah. So how far off are you with that bad boy? When's that sucker coming off? Huh? When you gonna have that elbow back? When you pop that baby out?
I'm good. That happened way back at it happened September 11th. I fell and broke my arm. Had surgery September 19th, and I just returned back to work a couple weeks ago. I'm still in like daily pain and yada yada, but I'm okay. I'm good.
Yeah.
Thanks for asking.
Yeah. Okay. Eric Montoya, what'd you say? Tripping? Oh, what? Y'all telling jokes in here without me? Hold on. I got a dad joke. All right, Eric, let's go. Why did the bogger the bogger or jogger, maybe. Why did the jogger cross the road? Answer, because everyone was picking on him. What?
Boo.
Tell us how good that one was.
Well, hold on. I might have read it. Hold on. Time out. I might have read it wrong.
Why did the booger? Is that what he said?
The booger. It's a booger.
It's supposed to be booger. Okay, I told you I might have read it wrong. See? All right. Why did the booger cross the road? Because everybody was picking on him. Oh, get out of here. Get out of here. Oh, wait a minute. She responded. Ex-Bella. She's one of the one. January 1st, my jokes are still buffering. Oh, there you go. My jokes are still buffering. Good. Let's see. Wait a minute. One of them came through. All right, it better be PG-13, Bella. Let's see. Why did the seagull, okay, why did the seagull fly over the sea? Answer, oh, hold on. It keeps running off. Why did the seagull fly over the sea? Because if he flew over the bay, it'd be called a bagel. All right.
That was a little funny.
That was all right. We'll give you credit. That was clever. Yeah. Look,
I'll give you a 7 for that.
Listen. Even if this person looked it up, think about it. If you look up jokes and you pick the bad one, then your taste is bad. You pick the bad joke. So even if this joke was looked up and out of the 5 or 10 that was read, this one was picked, it's not a bad pick, man. I don't care if the person made it up or not. No big deal. But it is the new year.
Yeah, Kenny's got one.
Who?
Kenny's got one.
Kenny's got one? Did he already say it?
Why was the beach wet?
Why was the beach wet? Let me see if I can guess that. Why was the beach wet? Because the beach went to go see the sand? Huh? No? Why? What's the answer?
I know, because the seaweed.
What's the answer, Bill?
I don't know. I'm waiting for him to put it.
I think it's because the seaweed.
Because the sea.
The seaweed.
Hold on. Read it again.
Weed.
Because the seaweed.
Yeah. Because the seaweed. That's stupid. Funny. All right. Yeah. Because the seaweed. That's hilarious.
I don't get it.
Yeah. Oh, Bill, have you ever?
Goodness, Bill.
You don't wee.
Bill. Yeah, Bill.
Hold on. Let us do this for a second, Bill.
Right.
Seaweed.
No, don't.
Seaweed.
No, just
tell him. We got to break it down to him.
No,
Bill,
just say wee, bro. He went. Bill, you know what that means to go wee.
Oh, okay, wee. Yes, I got it.
Yes, it's not funny anymore.
Weed.
Wee.
Yeah.
I give that a 4.
Come on, Bill. I think you just missed the boat.
Well, yeah, but I think Kenny.
I missed the boat. That's why I'm giving it a 4.
But I think the joke is supposed to be because the seaweed. I think I could be wrong.
No, the seaweed without the D.
Yeah, just weed. Maybe you need to add an extra couple of E's in there. Weed.
I got your joke, honey. I guessed it before you even put it.
I
see it, but maybe it's a blonde joke.
Yeah, me too. I seen it too, Nina. I'm with you. These guys just needed a little help.
Yeah.
I don't know what any of that means. All right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's go over something. Who's got something, man? Let's go. We're gonna go over something. Nobody got a question on nothing? Nobody? Salt, what's up, man?
Something down. I wrote something down, but it was in Revelation. But I gotta find it. I'm
Oh
not sure
no, we ain't going over nothing
it
in no
has
Revelation.
to do with the tree.
Oh,
it has to do with the tree.
All right. Well, anybody got anything while he's looking for that? Because he might not find it. Saul, what's up, man? You a Christian, Saul? I don't remember, bro. I'm gonna ask you again. I don't recall. Saul, you
It's
here?
going to be Rebel.
He's probably at work. Genesis 1:14. Genesis 1:14. Let's see. What about Genesis 1:14, bro? I don't know why y'all always try to take me to Genesis 1. Lord have mercy.
Oh my God, is that Israelite? Where is he?
Let's see. When he says the stars mark sacred days. And 14. That's the verse you're talking about? Sacred days? Sacred days, you're saying that's in verse Genesis 1:14? Soup said the gardens and swine flesh. What about the gardens and swine flesh? That one guy.
Blessing, Soup. Happy New Year.
Who's Soup? Who's that? Buddy of yours?
Huh? Yeah. We contend for the faith in against the Hebrew Israelites.
Oh, if you're talking to Hebrew Israelites, you're definitely contending for the faith because they don't believe in faith. They don't believe in
Absolutely
faith.
Not.
Remember, contending for the faith does not mean I'm fighting for Christianity. There's even people that actually contend for the faith, and they'll still say, well, contending for the faith is fighting for Christianity. No, it's not. Contending for the faith is contending for faith over works. Faith. That's what contending for the faith is.
I know what he's talking about.
Who's he?
I know what he's talking about. Isaiah 63.
Who's he?
Soup. About the swine. They're eating soup. They're eating in the garden.
All right. Well, hold on. Before we go there, because hold on. That one guy asked first. So hold on a second. I tried to cross-reference.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. You're good. 104, I could really find anything. Yeah, that one guy. I don't understand. Somebody read that one guy's comments. I don't understand what he's trying to say. That one guy, I'm not saying you're saying it wrong, but it's just everybody knows Soup. How come I don't? Soup must be a Dcaled person that just
because you don't hang out with all the cool kids like we do.
Oh
yeah, we're part of the cool kid.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm starting to believe that Soup is a Dcaled person that I do know second account. Honestly, let's see.
No, it's not.
I don't know. That's what I'm starting to think here.
I speak to him on the phone.
All right, it says Sacred Times. What the heck? Get over there. I couldn't really find why. Again, that one guy, what version of Bible are you reading? In the King James Version, Genesis 1:14 says nothing about sacred.
Before that, he said, I tried to cross-reference it, took him to Psalms 104, but he couldn't really find anything. So is it say that in Psalm 104? Is that what he's referring to?
I don't know. Somebody can go to 104 and find out, but he said he was...
He said he's got the NIV.
Okay, well, is that what it says in NIV? Somebody? Anybody?
I don't have it in NIV. You getting it, CJ? Or I couldn't look on Google.
What was the original verse that he asked for first?
It was Genesis 1:14. He's looking for the word sacred. Oh, sacred times.
Genesis 1:14 says, and God said, let there
in
be
the
light.
NIV.
Oh, in the NIV.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So is he reading so in the different translation, it says sacred?
Yeah, Gotham said yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's the issue. All right. So what word is sacred? What word sacred? Somebody parallel that, like put them next to each other, NIV and KJV, and it's probably going to be.
Yeah, I'm going to Bible Hub to do that.
Yeah. It says, all right, there be light, firmament, heaven, divide the day and the night, and let them be signs. Maybe it's signs or seasons for those days and years. Let them be for, it could be signs or seasons, something. Okay, so it's signs and seasons. Right. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's why I don't use the NIV, that one guy, because sacred is not a good translation right there. Because signs, that word signs is going to go back to tokens, or it's going to go back to flags. And to say sacred, that's a horrible translation. You know, these things go back to where the Pharisees are telling Jesus, show us a sign, show us a sign. So for that to be sacred, absolutely not. Horrible. This goes back to the signs that Jesus is going to be the sign. There's signs that we should be looking for, not sacreds. We're not looking for sacreds. That's a horrible translation. No, I don't think you're reading into it too much at all. I just think the translation NIV is garbage. Okay. Now, I still read it. But I always go back to the Greek and the Hebrew to see what word was actually being read. So I don't read anything outside of the Greek and the Hebrew. Okay. So when people say, well, yeah, you do. You just said you read right. But I always go back to it. So I read all the translations to see that when people were making these quote unquote other translations, I'm always curious to what word out of the Greek or Hebrew they used. That's what I'm curious about. Why did they put that word there, right? KJV put one word, and then this one put this word, and sometimes you can kind of figure out, like, oh, okay, I see why they put that there. You know, you can kind of tell, but I don't take any translation as the word. I only look at the Greek and the Hebrew. That's the word right there. But I don't speak Greek and Hebrew, and I don't have to go learn Greek or Hebrew for 10 years. Okay? Why? Because I can go look at it. And when people say, well, the meaning's not, I get all that, man. I get all that. Lord, when people get carried away. Yeah. You ever meet anybody that's taken a formal class in Greek or Hebrew? They become weird. They become very weird. They literally will start trying to make you believe that there's this inferiority. There's no inferiority, bro. Okay. Yes, we can fully understand the Greek and the Hebrew. If you slow down and you look at the word that's originally that was there and they put it in English, you can still understand why it's used. You don't have to be able to break down every letter in the Greek, even though that's cool. Okay, that's cool to do. There's no way to lie about that. But the inferiority, the way they're, well, I study it formally. Get the heck out of here. You know, it's funny again. Paul the Apostle knew more Greek and Hebrew than you do, whoever you are. And you know what's funny? He still didn't understand the word when he understood Greek and Hebrew. And these people have been led to believe that if they go learn the Greek and the Hebrew, they're going to see the word. No, bro. Paul knew it better than you, who's been a student for 5-10 years. It don't matter. He knew it better than you. And guess what? He couldn't see the word. He could see all the words, but he couldn't see the word. It was when he got the spirit of revelation is when he can actually see the word. It's not the Greek and the Hebrew. The spirit is what shows you where the word is, not the Greek and the Hebrew. And these people like, oh, wow, what are y'all doing? Oh, well, I got my Strongs and I'm going, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go learn it formally and I'm going to be smart. Nope, you're going to be just as stupid because you're not allowing the spirit to show you what the word is saying. You think it's the language. No, my friend, the secret's not in the language. If the secret was in the language, Paul the Apostle wouldn't need Jesus. But he did. He needed him. And you do too. And you need the spirit of revelation. Guys, I'll be right back.
Yeah,
I was about to say,
I'm looking at the other. I'm looking at the other translations, and NIV is the only one that I see there. I looked at the ESV, the NASB, King James, and that's the only one. HCSB, I forgot which translation is that. That shows signs for festivals. They don't even use that. This is why I don't use NIV at all. You know, people.
Yeah, but don't
discredit it.
Don't tell the guy that was being spoken to yesterday, Jennifer, that KJV is good. Oh, the KJV is so wrong. It's so inaccurate. Yeah.
You got to understand the KJV had a limited amount of manuscripts, but then as time went by, we got in more manuscripts and more in detail. That's why the ESV is a good word for word translation. NASB 1995 also is a word for word translation, which is also good. But I got so accustomed with the King James that I do the King James with the Amplify, and I'll use NSAB sometimes, or ESV.
So are you saying that NIV stands for non-inspired version?
Non-inspired. Yep. And it's taking so many things out, believe it or not. Remember, before King James, we had the Tinsdale Bible and the Geneva Bible as well. So I was just talking about how, when the King James was written, right? After that they had more. After the King James, they had more manuscripts. So this is why they came up with the ESV, NSAB with more word for word translation and everything else.
Yeah, well, some of the Bibles, right, the different translations, and I hate to say this, but if you go look it up, you'll see some truth in it. And this was years ago when I looked into it, but some of the translations we have, the only reason that they are translated that way is because you can still make money off the Bible. You understand? You can't take a Bible that is, like, for instance, if you were to get the King James Version, word for word, and then put your name on it, right? The Bill translation, you can't do it because it's word for word. But if you change some things in there, just some, you can call it the Bill translation. Do you understand? So people, if you go look it up, you'll see it to be true. Some of the translations, honestly, is just people trying to figure out how to make money off the Bible. And so they'll come up with a different translation. So they have to change some of the words. And so some people get mad and be like, they changed the word. For instance, the NIV. Well, we're looking right here and it says, and God said, let there be lights in the firmament of heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days. And in the NIV, it says the word, what was it again? Sacred, right?
Signs to mark sacred times.
Yeah, signs to mark sacred times. So they put the word sacred in there. Well, when you go study out in Hebrew, you can see why they put the word sacred. You can see why. 100%. I fully understand why they put that. But yeah, the NIV is sacred, right? But in order for that to be called the NIV, they had to put how the Hebrew is pointing at sacred. They had to put that word in there. So it's not like it's wrong, okay? It's not like it's wrong. It's just it messes up other things that are saying signs. And it's important. I'm telling you, it's important to know why signs, tokens, flags, why they're marks. It's not just tokens and signs, it's marks, flags. It's very weird. Like it stays very consistent, but a lot of translations change some of these, and it's hard to keep up with what the Bible is saying because of that. So, again, the NIV could not be the NIV if they just copy and pasted the whole Bible. So they had to go. But listen, if you're making a different translation, don't you think you have to be able to tell people why? So what did they say? Well, the King James is too hard to read, so we're going to make an NIV, New Living Translation. Guys, it's easier to read. You understand? Now it sounds like there's a reason. Well, all I got to say is the NIV or the NLV, whatever, it's hard to understand. So I need to make a 2025, right? And so now it's going to say, and God noticed that Satan was being sus. And because of that, he pointed to this area and say, sus you shall live, and sus you shall come into the, and you start changing the words because you want other people, you're just saying you want other people to understand the Bible. And guess what? Now you can make a different translation because you made them believe that, look, what I'm saying is every time you make a new translation, you're just allowing people to be lazy. Because all you're doing is making the comic book story of the Bible make more sense. The word itself, though, is not found in the comic book story. You need it to get there, but that's not where it's found. Slovak said, why do you need magic to understand the text? You just do. Okay? Don't question God. You just do. I don't know what else to tell you. 2006, the year of the rainbow. Yep, God's rainbow is his grace. 2026.
Hey, are we gonna go to Soup's thing? Is he still here?
Yeah, we can.
You're here for the one in chat.
I don't know if find out if he's still here. I don't know if he's here or not. Find out if he's still here. We'll go over it a little bit, see what he's talking about. Or she, my bad, whatever.
Says they're still in the room.
Yeah, Bill, just find out.
Let me hit him up real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna text him right now. Oh, there he goes.
Oh, okay. All right. So what is it? What is he asking? So I can let me get there.
You're a boy. But you free. You could ask. There's a box open.
You're underwater, Bill.
Where's my?
Yeah, I know. I request if you want to come out. How about
okay.
Now?
Some music is coming.
He's up here.
Oh, maybe he's on a phone call or something.
My bad. I was some music started coming through. I was like, "That y'all jamming."
Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, no, I was just trying to get your take on what it meant by the gardens and the swine flesh out of that Bible verse.
Yeah,
we'd be doing some.
Yeah, what verse? What verse we talking about?
I think it's what was it? Isaiah 53. Is that correct? Okay.
Yeah, Isaiah 53. Yeah, in the garden when they're in the
Let's
garden.
Let's go to the verse, Bill.
Eating swine behind the tree.
Yeah, let's go to the verse. Yeah, let's go to the verse. Let's see.
Yeah, we touched on this a few weeks ago, maybe last month.
I mean, Isaiah 53. I probably need to do a whole series. You know how we did John 15 last week? Were you here, Bill, for any
this
John?
Would be good. Yeah,
you were here. I probably need to do Isaiah 53 like that, bro. Honestly, we might do that here pretty soon.
Yeah, I was here for most of them.
Yeah. All right, Isaiah 53. Where are we going? Huh?
My bad. Give me a second. I'm going to grab my Bible.
Oh, you're good.
I was outside.
Yeah. It's 53 or 60. Let me get it. I got it in my other device. Hold on. $66.17.
Oh, 66.
Not 63.
Oh, 66:17.
Yeah, I think that's why I was.
Well, Isaiah 53. We need to. I think I need to do a series on Isaiah 53. Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. For some reason, I felt like we was off. But yeah, it says.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought it was 66 too.
Yeah. So let's start at let's see. Let's start at 10. Let's start at Isaiah 66:10.
I'm there.
All right. Who's reading?
I can read.
Okay.
It says, Rejoice ye with Jerusalem, and be glad with her, all ye that love her. Rejoice for joy with her, all ye that mourn for her. That ye may suck and be satisfied with the breast of her consolations, that ye may milk out and be delighted with the abundance of her glory.
All right, right there, real quick, just so we're all kind of on the same page. So, let's see. Oh, I'm sorry, we should have started at 9. That's my fault. I'm going to read 9. My bad. I missed one. Okay. So 9 says, or better yet, I always try to take it to Zion, right? Because that's the main focus, right? The promise is coming at Zion. So it's actually 8. I apologize again. It says, who hath heard such a thing, ? Who hath seen such a thing? It says, shall the earth be made to bring forth in one day, ? Or shall a nation be born at once? For as soon as Zion travailed, she brought forth her children. When Zion travailed, Zion, which is the promise to come. So again, that goes back to how Adam was born a full-grown man, yet he's 1 day old, right? Adam's a full-grown man, yet he's, 5 minutes old, but yet he's 30 years old. So when it says, who hath heard such a thing? Who hath seen such a thing? Shall the earth be made to bring forth in 1 day? And it says earth. It's talking about earth coming in 1 day. And then it talks about Zion travailing. How are those even put together? So the Amplified says, where is that Amplified at? Oh, it says, who has heard of such a thing? Who has seen such things? Can a land be born in 1 day? So we can't go any further until we understand, why is this talking about, can a land be born in 1 day? What is this talking about? What land?
Is that the promised land?
Well, that is what it's talking about. Mm-hmm. Can the promised land be born in 1 day? First of all, we already know that it can, because Adam was born in 1 day. Adam was. And Jesus is the last Adam. So if we can't see that Jesus is the promised land that was born, because he's the first fruits, and after him came many, if we can't see that, then nothing else is going to make sense of what we're talking about here. So it says, who has heard such things, seen such things? Can a land be born in 1 day, or can a nation be brought forth in a moment? And the answer is yes, it can, right? So it says, and I'm going to go back to 9. I'm going back to King James. Shall I bring to the birth, shall I bring to the birth and not cause to bring forth saith the Lord, shall I cause to bring forth and shut the womb, saith the Lord. 10, rejoice ye with Jerusalem and be glad with her. All ye that love her, rejoice for joy with her. All ye that mourn for her, that ye may suck. Because again, when we become born again, we're babies on milk, right? We all know that's true.
Yeah, okay.
It says that ye may suck and be satisfied with the breast of her consolations, that ye may milk out and be delighted with the abundance of her glory. And it says, be delighted. And that's why the King James Version is really important. The word doesn't have to be the same in Hebrew. People will say that if you're doing they'll say, oh, well, we're doing a word study. That means all the words have to be the same. No, it's not. The context can still be the same. The word doesn't have to be the same. Okay, in certain instances they do, but context supersedes the word that's being used. So, the word for Eden in Hebrew, right? The word Eden, it's Hebrew. Well, we don't speak Hebrew. I don't. I speak English. So, what does Eden mean in English? It means pleasant and delightful or delighted. That's what it means. When Abraham was told that Sarah was going to have a baby, Sarah says to herself, shall I have this pleasure? That's the word it gives us. Shall I have this pleasure? But when you go study that word pleasure, it's literally the word Eden. She literally says, shall I have Eden? What is Eden? What is that? Anybody can answer. It don't matter.
Would that be paradise?
Yeah, well, Eden is a land. It's a soil. Mm-hmm. It is paradise. That is what it is. But what I'm saying is we have to agree that Eden is land because it says that God planted a garden in the east of Eden. Therefore, it's land. He planted seed in Eden. And she says, shall I have this Eden? And then we come here in Isaiah, because everything is prophesying and pointing to Christ, everything in the entire Bible. And it says, who has heard such a thing? Who has seen such things? Shall the earth be made to bring forth in one day? And he uses the word earth. So we hear that word earth, and we're not understanding that the word earth is not only used to talk about the entirety of I don't care if anybody here is, if you believe the earth is flat or sphere or round or triangle, I don't care, okay? But I'm going to say ball because we all know what we're talking about, right? But the earth is not only used, that word is not only used to talk about the entirety of like the ball floating in space, but the word earth is also used to describe a land or a soil. So it says, where is it at? Okay, shall the earth be made? This is Isaiah 66, verse 8. The earth shall be made to bring forth in one day, or shall a nation be born at once? For as soon as Zion travailed, she brought forth her child. So she brought forth her child, which is a nation, which is an earth, which is soil. So what soil or earth did she bring forth?
People?
Good ground.
Oh.
Good ground.
Okay.
Yeah. Good ground, though, right? Parable of the sower. These are man's hearts, but only one of them is called good ground, and only that ground can take the word, and from there, the seed can grow. Why? Because the ground has to be good. Because before Christ came, there was no good soil on earth. Before Christ came, there was no image and likeness of God. And they're like, yeah, it was. Adam was. That's right. Adam was the image and likeness of God. Adam was. Every man after Adam was dead. In order for any mankind to be not dead after Adam and Eve were made, they would have been fruitful and multiply in the garden. They did not become fruitful and multiply in the garden, in the good ground, in the pleasant ground, the delightful ground, Eden, pleasant. In the pleasant place, Abraham's bosom, paradise, This place, they were not fruitful and multiply. This is why today people will argue when you tell them, if you're not born again, you are not a child of God. But this is the reason that people will argue against this. They'll say everybody's a child of God. No, absolutely not. There is so much they're missing. If Adam and Eve would have become fruitful, if they would have been fruitful and multiplied in the Garden of Eden, then those people that came from them would have been in the image and likeness of God. But they fail, right? Every branch that's not fruitful, the Bible says he takes it away. That's exactly what he did. They were not fruitful. They did not multiply. That's what they were supposed to do, and they didn't do it. So he removes them, and in their fallen state is where they are fruitful and multiply. So if they're fruitful and multiply in their fallen state, their kids are not in the image and likeness of God. Absolutely not. Right? Striker, would you say if you have the KJV 1611, you don't need the Hebrew? Yeah, I've heard people say that. I've studied it. I still use the Hebrew and Greek anyway. I understand why there are people who believe that, but I still do it anyway. Let's see. Eden is not a land. Eden 100% is a land, Robert. If you haven't heard that before, you have today. If you don't know that, my friend, you need to know that Eden is a land. The Bible makes it clear that God planted a garden in the east of Eden. How did he plant a garden there if it's not a land? It's a spiritual land, my friend. It's good ground, okay? So when you say it's not a land, I don't know exactly what you mean by that, but it is a land, 100%. But it's not a physical land, but it's a spiritual land, but it's a land, okay? Eden, hold on. Eden was a physical place. No, it's not. Notice the way I'm answering you. Meow. Is that our meow? I don't know. Meow. Is that the same meow there? Eden was a physical place. No, Eden was not. Eden is not a physical place. It's not a physical place. Meow, do I know you or are you a different meow? Yes, the same meow. Meow. How in the heck you still ask you? How do you still not know this? It's not physical. It's not physical. Lord have mercy. Meow, is your heart a physical soil? Jeez. Meow, is your heart a physical soil? Meow, yes or no? Give me yes or no. I don't got time for your shenanigans, ma'am. Is your heart a physical soil? No. I know you're trolling, silly. I'm trolling back. Let me troll back, man. As soon as I knew it was you, I was going to call you Catwoman, but I didn't want to make you mad. All right, let's go back to where we're at. So 9, Isaiah 66:9. I'm sorry, 8, at the end of 8. For as soon as Zion travailed, she brought forth her children. Who the heck is snoring? Am I tripping?
My dog, it's my.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Hey, I'm looking for my dog. I'm like, is he in here? I'm like, I know I heard.
All right, so this word travailed. What do they mean by travailed in this context?
Look it up. Let's look it up in the Hebrew. Somebody look up travail here in the Hebrew.
I got it right here.
Go ahead. What is it?
On.
Somebody confirm it.
Open it back up.
Yeah, go ahead. No, I need some.
So it says to twist, whirl, dance, writhe, fear, tremble, travail, be in anguish, be pained.
Yeah. Yep. So it means travail. That's what it means.
Okay.
Right. So it means it's the same type of travail like when you're bringing forth a physical baby. So it does mean a birth. But what we got to figure out is what kind of birth is this? It tells us, though, it gives us a lot to go off of. It says, who have heard such a thing? Who has seen such things? Shall the earth be made? Shall the earth be made to bring forth in one day? The travail is talking about the earth. And it says, or shall a nation? Now it's called a nation because it's both. Just like Jesus is not just called one thing in the Bible. He's called many. He's called a lion. He's called a lamb. But here, it's what's being used are other titles to talk about this thing that's coming. And the titles are earth. The titles are nation. And it says, or shall a nation be born at once? For as soon as Zion, again, we know this is through the Spirit now, because Mount Zion is what brought the Spirit. So it says, for as soon as Zion travailed, she brought forth her children, which means that these children are spiritual children. They're not physical. All the physical children came through the first Adam, not the last Adam, came through the first Adam. So none of these children in this world bear the image and likeness of God. So these children that are coming from Zion bear the image and likeness of God through the last Adam. So it says, shall I bring, this is verse 9, shall I bring to birth and not cause to bring forth, says the Lord, shall I cause to bring forth and shut the womb, saith God. 10, rejoice ye with Jerusalem, because that's where Zion is, okay? And be glad with her, all ye that love her, rejoice for joy with her, all ye that mourn for her, that ye may suck and be satisfied with the breast of her consolations, that ye may milk out and be delighted with the abundance of her glory. Be delighted. It's not a coincidence. This is talking about a nation. It's talking about an earth. It all happens through Zion, right? And it says right here in 11, it says, and be delighted with the abundance of her glory. This type of delight is referring to the type of delight that Eden is called. Or in English, when you say Eden, it means delight. It means delight. It means pleasant. And it means, there's another, but all three of them are used quite frequently in the Bible, but it's always pointing to a land or a soil like Eden. And then, all right, 12. What was the particular verse that we're getting to? 15, 17. All right, so let me just go through 11. All right, it says, that mourn for her, 11, delighted, 12. All right, so it says, for thus saith the Lord, behold, I will extend peace to her like a river. And we know that's true. That's why Jesus said, believers in me, right, out of their belly will flow rivers of living water. There's only one place in the Bible where there's rivers, and that's the Garden of Eden. And again, I'm talking about spiritual river. I'm talking about God's kingdom, not this fallen world. Okay. So it says, satisfied with the, like a river. And it says, and the glory of the Gentiles like a flowing stream. And we should know what that means. This, then shall ye suck, ye shall be borne upon her sides and be dandled upon her knees, as one whom his mother comforteth, so will I comfort you, and ye shall be comforted in Jerusalem. And we know this is talking about the comforter to come that Jesus talked about, saying that he has to go so he can send the comforter. And when ye see this, your heart shall rejoice and your bones shall flourish like an herb. Yeah, because we're no longer dry, right? We're going to flourish like an herb, meaning that we're going to become fruitful and multiply. And it says, in the hand of the Lord, which is Christ, shall be known towards his servants, and his indignation toward his enemies. For behold, 15, so for behold, the Lord will come with fire and with the chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger and fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. And we know that's true. The whole Bible talks about it. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. Okay, so the Bible tells us in many ways. Jesus says it, Book of Revelation says it. It says it right here, talking about when Christ comes, that he's going to come, and it's going to talk about out of his mouth there'll be a sword, which is the word. That's what the sword is. So when it says and this is 16, for by fire and by his sword, the sword is the word, by fire, the Holy Spirit, It says, by fire and his word, it says, his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh. He's going to plead with all flesh. This goes all the way back to Paul talking about like so many ways that he says it, right? He says, faith come by hearing. That's the word. And then, so what's the sword? That in the Old Testament, we see swords doing a lot of things, right? In the story of Ehud was a left-handed man, and it said that he made him a dagger that had an edge, a double-edged dagger, and he girded on his right side. And it shows us that Ehud was a judge of Israel. And he went to Eglon, and he says, I have a message for you. Does it tell us that he spoke? Did Ehud speak after he said, I have a message? Does anybody know?
No, I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, he didn't speak. He unsheathed his sword and stuck it in the belly of Eglon because it's representing the word. That is the message, the word. I have a message for you. So everybody else would read that and say, yeah, the message was, I'm going to unalive you. No, bro. No, God comes with his message, and his message is in a form of sword, but it's the word. But the reason that God gives us the sword or the word in our belly, right? In the story of Eglon, like after it says that he I don't want to say the word, but he stuck him with the sword, and it said even the haft went in, which is the handle. So the whole sword went there, which is talking about the word, and it says, and the dirt came out. And in the Bible in its entirety, the dirt or the dust, it's the dry ground. Again, what we're talking about here is something that is birthed that causes our bones to come alive like herbs. And the only way for the inside of us to come alive is the living water, which is the word, but in the form of a sword, like a weapon. That's how it comes to us at first, because it attacks the carnal mind. So for it to just say, and when he put the sword in him and the dirt came out, and so what people do is they say, oh, well, it's saying, he went restroom on himself. Well, that's funny, because when Judas hung himself, it says the dirt came out there too. And the serpent in the garden, it says, and may you eat dust all the days of your life. May you go to your belly. Everything points to this truth in the entire Bible. There's just a lot that has to be understood. And the serpent, for God to say to the belly you may go, of course, this makes people believe that the serpent stood on legs, and his punishment was that you need to lay down on the ground, and because your mouth is so close to the ground, you're going to eat dust. Absolutely not. Nothing could be further from the truth. That's not what's happening. What's happening is the dust in the belly is talking about that the living water that should be in your belly won't be there. Jesus said, believers in me, out of their belly flows rivers of living water, not dust. So when we see all these people, dust coming out, it's pointing to desolation. What are they supposed to have? They're supposed to have living water in their bellies, but they don't. They all have dust. So, and I'm going through this as fast as I can, but it's not something that should be taken lightly. All this stuff needs to be studied individually. Do what, Soup?
No, I was just saying, no, it's good.
Yeah.
I appreciate this.
Oh, no, absolutely. I'm just trying to throw the pillars out there, and, the flour, right? Like making a cake, the eggs, the butter, you got all the big stuff, but the flour, like all the minutia, because there's so much of it in the Bible, I try not to go over all that, because anyone that has a heart for God, all that stuff, they'll see it. Let's see. Ark, what'd you say? Silly humans believing in a man-written book. Well, a man did write it, okay, but Jesus is the author, right? All right, so
16.
16. All right, 16. Okay, my bad. All right, fire, sword, Lord, plead with the flesh. Yes, he does. He uses the fire and the sword, which is the Holy Spirit and the word, right? To plead with the flesh. That's what he's doing, right? Paul tells us faith come by hearing. So that is the Lord pleading with the flesh. That is the Spirit talking to the thing that's dead. You need me in you to bring you alive. Ground, dry, desolate ground. You need the word so you can become a living river and no longer this dust that this serpent decided to take on in the belly. Don't be like that serpent, because Adam followed the serpent and he became desolate. So now through the last Adam, y'all all have to be born again, right? So 17, they that sanctify themselves, and we should all know what that means. Sanctify yourself, not being sanctified by God, but you're sanctifying yourself, and purify themselves in the garden behind one tree in the midst. Okay, that's, let me just finish reading it before I go through it. It says, eating swine's flesh, and the abomination and the mouse shall be consumed together, saith the Lord. So somebody go look up that word mouse real quick in the Hebrew.
All right, give me a second. I'm almost there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. It's H5909. Akbar. It's where did it go? Just went blank on me. Come on.
Yeah, and the whole thing is and the mouse is the whole
And the
word.
mouse,
So yeah, Akbar. That's crazy.
Yeah. I know, isn't it?
That's crazy. All right.
Yeah, so this is the swine and the mouse, and they just happen to call their
Akbar. Probably from the same as H5906 in the secondary sense of attacking a mouse or as nibbling.
As nibbling. Okay, so this comes down to eating. That's what it comes down to. Eating. Right? So again, swine flesh, mice, it's talking about the way it nibbles. So Eve is a perfect example. She was told not to eat of the tree, but she ate of the tree. And for some reason, there's this huge group of people. Some of them call themselves Christians. Other people call themselves law keepers. But they all kind of agree on how they see the Garden of Eden. All of them. But yet they believe so differently. But yet they all agree on how they see this story in the garden. And for the longest, for 15 years, I've been telling people that tree that's called the knowledge of good and evil is a swine. That's what it is. That's why God told Adam not to eat of it. So after the fall, we have animals that are called pigs. And God says, don't eat of the swine. He's still using the word swine, though. But now he points to this pig and says, don't eat of it. And if you ask many Christians, how can a tree be a pig? I'll explain if you let me, okay? All right. Now, in this world, okay, we know that trees are not pigs. Okay? That's why you're using the word pig. In the Bible, the swine is not talking about a pig today. Okay? Swine is talking about people that eat everything. They eat everything. And they try to teach, but they eat everything. Right? So if you just bear with me, I'll explain it. In this world, we say tree and we picture these trees. But the Bible says that we're branches. Jesus said he's the vine and we're the branches. Or I don't know. Let me just ask Brian. Brian, are you a Christian? Bryant, are you a Christian? Because maybe you're not a Christian. Maybe that's the issue. Excuse me. Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. All right. So let me just move on. So it says they sanctify themselves. So let's go back to Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve, quote unquote, eat from a tree. they're not supposed to eat from. And it says they covered themselves with fig leaves. If you're not understanding that they were trying to sanctify themselves, they were trying to cover themselves. In the Bible, there's only one covering. There's only one, and it's Christ. Christ is our covering, period. If that's not understood, then this is not going to be understood right here. Christ is our covering. There's only one covering. This is where a lot of confusion comes in with Adam and Eve, again, based on the story that we have, where people say that Adam and Eve did eat from the tree of life. People will tell you they ate from the tree of life. They ate from all the trees. They just weren't supposed to eat from that one. Well, what I'm telling you is they did not eat from the tree of life. If they would have ate from the tree of life, they would have no longer been naked, because Christ is the tree of life. So when people say, oh no, they ate, or we don't know that. Yeah, we do. If you study the Bible in its entirety, you will see that when man is naked, Christ is the covering. So the fact that they were still naked means they weren't covered. I don't understand what's so hard about this. They were not covered. They were still naked. It says that they were not naked, but they weren't ashamed. Of course they weren't ashamed yet, because there was no sin. You understand? There was no sin. But as soon as they ate from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, they're still naked. They're just ashamed now. Still naked. If they would have ate from the tree of life, they wouldn't have been naked anymore. They would have been covered. Okay? So, but they did eat from that tree. And now they knew that they were naked and they were ashamed. And I'm talking about the ashamed part. And because of that, it says they took fig leaves to cover themselves. You can't cover yourself. Someone trying to put themselves under the law is covering themselves today. When you try to cover yourself with goodness, that means Christ is not covering you. Okay, so it says they that sanctified themselves and purified themselves, and it says in the gardens behind one tree in the midst. We know that there's two trees in the midst. We know that. But there's one specific tree that's in the garden that unalived Adam and Eve. There's only one, and it's in the midst also. Okay? And it says, and notice what it says after this. It says, eating swine's flesh and the abomination. Why? Okay, here we are again, where we have eating together, not just with swine, but with trees. Eating together. The word eating is pointing to a tree and a swine.
It's funny, he has in the garden.
Yeah, in the garden. The whole Bible tells us this. The whole Bible is telling us this, but there are people that are doing nothing but just regurgitating what they've heard. They're just like Job. Job said that I knew of you by the hearing of my ears. When you study that in Hebrew, Job literally tells God, hey, I only knew of you by rumors. Is that how we're supposed to know God? Just a story Job alone shows us you are not supposed to know God based on rumors or based on whoever said something to you. The Bible says study and show yourself approved. You're supposed to show yourself approved. I mean, you're supposed to have a relationship with God yourself, not a relationship with the man that says he has the relationship with God. You are supposed to have a relationship with him. So Adam and Eve ate from swine's flesh. This throws so many people off. And the reason is, if they would put their pride down, they would see it. The reason you're thrown off here in Isaiah 66:17, where it says, it's talking about a tree and the swine's flesh, they ate from swine's flesh. And they're like, what do you mean? No, bro, they ate the apple from the tree. No, I don't know where the heck you're getting this. This tree is swine's flesh. Jesus said, if you don't eat from my flesh, you will never have everlasting life. Listen, who's the author of the Bible in its entirety? Who's the author? Jesus is. Do you think Jesus, he's the author? Do you think he just said the word flesh for no reason? He on purpose said, you have to eat from my flesh. On purpose, he said that because he's the tree of life and he has a flesh. And the tree of the knowledge of good and evil has a flesh too. It's the swine's flesh. Jesus is not a swine. A swine is a person, my friend, that believes everything. You understand? It eats everything. But the reason that in the book of Leviticus, they're told not to eat of the swine, anytime you ask somebody this question, I'm being serious, but you'll start seeing more people, though, on TikTok know the answer. But I do this all the time. I wait 6 months and I bring up a question and nobody knows the freaking answer to it. And it's something that everybody should know. Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life. That's right. But everybody should know this. Everybody. Everyone should know by now the reason that God said don't eat the swine. I haven't found one Hebrew Israelite. I haven't found one Islamic believer or Christian. And I've asked thousands, what is the reason God said don't eat of the swine? Every one of these foolish people that say they're Christians or whatever they call themselves, they say, oh, because the animal's nasty. They have every answer regarding how nasty a pig is. So they still think swine's a pig. Not one, bro. Let's see. Y'all gonna go Google it. Where's one of these knuckleheads at? One of you knuckleheads up here. But I started let me just say
You want me to give you the answer?
No, I got the answer.
I know you do.
Yes, but I've been asking this question to all these people that they argue against what I'm saying about these trees being swine being a person, a tree being but they argue to death because they understand what a swine is. They'll tell me, no, a swine's a pig. I said, okay, what is the reason that God said don't eat of it? And now the answer is starting to come out. I'm not saying nobody ever read it, but it's funny. They claim they have the word in their heart. If you had the word in your heart, you would understand not only why God said don't eat of the swine, because the answer's there, because they don't chew the cud. That's the answer. But if you understood what the cud is in the Bible, you would know it's the word. You would know it's the word. Yes, the cloven feet go with it, okay? But I'm just pointing to one. They can't even give me one answer, right? It says, although their foot is cloven, right? That means something else, okay? Which is the gospel, preaching the gospel. But I don't want to get into both and start throwing people, making them confused as heck. But I'm at least pointing to what they're supposed to be eating. You understand? I at least want to be there because we're talking about eating. A swine does not chew the cud. This is not talking about a freaking pig, for God's sakes. This is talking about people, beings. Chewing the cud is the word. You are not supposed to let someone minister to you or preach to you or believe someone if they don't chew the cud, which is God's word. And I'm not talking about the black letters on the white page. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the word, the thing that these eyes cannot see, that part. If people are not chewing on that, then you're just repeating something that's being regurgitated. You understand? So,
try.
Yeah.
This is why mind-boggling to me is they'll understand. Don't cast your pearls to swine, but don't understand the rest of it.
Yeah. Well, some of them don't even understand that, but they'll at least acknowledge that casting a pearl to a swine, all of a sudden the swine's a person. So
exactly.
How do you know that a swine's a person there, but you don't understand what it means? Don't eat from a swine. Don't eat swine's flesh. There's craziness. It's crazy. And they'll argue about this. And you're like, okay, let's go over it again. Don't cast your pearl. What's a pearl in the Bible? Well, it's got to be God's word. Okay. So if you don't cast the pearl to a swine, what's a swine? Well, it's got to be a person, bro. Then how what is stopping you from understanding from the very beginning, well, not the beginning, but in Leviticus, why God is saying don't eat swine's flesh? It's the same thing that he told Adam, don't eat of that tree. They hear tree and they hear swine and they say it's something different. No, it's not, bro. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. But the reason the title is different is because a swine eats something. A tree doesn't eat something. A tree receives living water. It has roots, right? So it's being talked of in that way. But when it's talking about a swine, it's saying that that thing has already consumed junk and it can't minister to you because it doesn't chew the cud. You cannot say that about a tree. You can't say the tree don't chew cud. That'll make no sense. But you can say it about an animal, a swine. He's not Jack Black. What are y'all talking about in here? Yesterday I was Joe Rogan. Today I'm Jack Black again. All right, let's see. He's not Jack Black. He has a perfect beard. His hat is perfectly curved. You're such a knucklehead, dude. Why can't I? There we go. Oh, man.
This is the question I have. So to kind of go along with that as far as eating swine flesh. So would there be any connection when Jesus said, eat of my flesh and drink of my blood?
Yeah, that's why I brought that up, because Jesus is the author of all of this. And what he's saying is there are, and I'll use the word people, there are going to be people who claim that they chew the cud. That's what they claim, but they don't. They don't chew the cud. And basically, we are supposed to know who chews the cud and who doesn't. Chewing the cud is not the black letters on the white pages. That's not chewing the cud. It's not. So what we're going over right now, that is chewing the cud. What we're doing right now is chewing the cud. Opening the scriptures on what are trees, what's a swine, why is God saying to Adam, don't eat of this tree? And then we get to Isaiah and it's like, wait a second, why is it saying the tree and then it puts the tree and swine's flesh together? Because it's the same thing. That's why. It's the same thing. Chewing the cud is God's word. So he tells them, don't eat swine's flesh. So in the Old Testament, they didn't eat the pig. They didn't eat from the pig. They didn't. Okay? But it was a shadow of something to come. Today, it's not physical pig. So when an Islamic believer says, oh, you Christians, y'all eat pig. No, brother, we don't. You are the swine. The Islamic believer is the swine. We are not supposed to listen to them. We are supposed to be fruitful and multiply and not listen to them. Okay, so
Israelites as well.
All of them. Anybody that tries to put themselves under the law, they try to put themselves back in the shadow, which is don't do this, don't do that. They do so many don't do's that they don't do the thing that they're supposed to do. They're supposed to be fruitful and multiply from the Spirit. But how can you be fruitful and multiply in the Spirit if you don't chew the cud? You can't. You can't do it. So when Jesus said, if you don't eat from my flesh, he's saying that the flesh of the serpent, the flesh of, you still can't say the serpent. It's the same thing. Flesh of the serpent, flesh of Leviathan, right? The flesh of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, the flesh of the swine, which is Lucifer. All this is pointing to Lucifer, okay? So they ate of that tree. What Jesus is saying is that he is the tree of life. And if you don't eat of his flesh, you'll never have everlasting life. So now the question is, how do you eat of Jesus's flesh? And the answer is quite simple, because eating in the Bible is believing. Just like Adam and Eve believed what they heard. That's why God said, who told you you were naked? He said, who? Now we're going to sit here and act like God didn't say who. He said who. Adam and Eve understood what he meant. It's us. We don't understand what does God mean by don't eat, and you did. Who told you you were naked? Who? And then he says, did you eat of the tree? He's saying, did you believe? Did you believe what you heard from this? The tree is a person or a being. Did you believe the being that I told you not to believe? That's what he's saying about who told you. So when people play the game of, well, no, Eve, they'll go read where Eve is saying, literally, Eve says, she says, and when from her perspective, it says, and when the woman saw that the tree was good for food and pleasant to the eye and a tree to make one wise, she ate. Look what and when she saw that the tree was good for food. So Christians today, for God's sakes, will read that and say, see, the tree was good. Bro, the Bible tells us she was deceived. So the question is, right before she ate it, was she deceived or not? Only a fool would say, no, she wasn't deceived right then and there. What? What are you talking about, bro? The Bible makes it very clear in the New Testament, she was deceived. That means when she said to herself, oh, it's good for food, it's pleasant to the eye, and it's a tree to make one wise. Bro, she said that under the eyes of deception. And there are Christians to this day, man, that still don't see this. She said that because she was deceived. Her perspective that it gives there was a perspective of a person who has been deceived, not someone who's telling the truth. So, yes, 17, in the garden behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh and the abomination and the mouse. Again, talking about nibbling, because in the entire Bible, it's measures, three measures. She had three, right? Pleasant to the sight, a tree, good for food, pleasant to the sight, and a tree to make one wise. The whole Bible talks about measures, a little leaven, a little this, and it comes in measures. It says, shall be consumed together, saith the Lord. You'll be consumed together. You're going to be consumed with him. The serpent, the one that was told, to the belly you may go. The serpent is in the tree. The serpent is sin. It's the same entity, same thing. So here we go again, not understanding. They go, well, if the tree is Lucifer, then what's Satan? My God, how long you been reading the Bible? Well, I've been reading it for 20. See, that's how they're not the same. No, bro. The Bible tells us that we today are spirit, soul, and body. We are. Angels don't have souls, okay? But they have the Spirit of God in them, but they don't have a soul. Lucifer did not have, he's not a man. He didn't have dominion. Dominion was given to man. And in order to have dominion, you have to have a soul. Angels don't have souls. There's another thing you got to go through. Angels don't have souls. So they didn't have dominion. So Lucifer had to have Adam's dominion in order to rebel against God. He had to have dominion. So he took Adam's. Or he didn't take it. He lied to him, and then Adam yielded it to him. But now that he had dominion, he was able to rebel against God. But without it, he can't rebel against God. But angels still have a choice too, just like humans do. But Adam and Eve did not eat from the tree of life. Any human that eats from the tree of life, my friend, meaning believe, eating is believing. Anyone that believes the word that comes out of the mouth of Christ is covered by Christ. Adam and Eve were still naked because they never ate of it. They ate from the other tree. So Jesus, the tree of life, came into this world, who is the soul of God. Okay, God, the Bible makes it clear that the entire Godhead is in Jesus. That is, the spirit and soul of God was inside that body that was here. So this is why you have the argument of, is Jesus the Father or not? They had this stupid argument. It's such a dumb argument. The answer is so simple. But if we do not eat, meaning believe, Jesus saying, if we don't believe him, like Adam and Eve believe Lucifer, if we don't believe him, we won't have everlasting life. That's why the tree is called the tree of life. The other tree is called the tree of knowledge of good and evil, but God makes it very clear that it's a tree of death. And anyone that eats of it dies. Adam and Eve died. Their spirit died that day. So yes, Jesus, being the tree of life, comes into this fallen world and says, if we don't eat of his flesh, which is flesh of righteousness, if we don't eat of that flesh, right, life, the flesh of life, the other flesh is flesh of death. So if we don't eat the flesh of life, we won't have eternal life. That's what he meant. Absolutely.
Yeah, the same people that will come to that knowledge that Jesus is the tree of life are also the same people. They'll do the same thing, and they'll be like, well, how is Satan the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, though?
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody put Trump has no soul. I don't know.
Lies.
They always bring politics in here.
Reversing tariffs with their merchandise.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Hey, Soup, you got anything else, Soup? Or like any more questions about Isaiah 66?
No. I mean, that was good teaching, and you're welcome, everybody, because I asked that question. So
yeah,
You said you're welcome.
Hey, boy, he straight up was like, boy, I know somebody else got some. Y'all are all welcome, every one of y'all in here. Every one of y'all, for real though. I mean, yeah, yeah. I want to say.
I'm just gonna go.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna go. Because when you think about the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, it's actually saying there's some good and some bad fruit coming from the same tree. Mm-hmm. And we look at even with the fig tree, something that I learned was that basically with the fig tree, that anytime that the leaves blossom, there should be fruit, because the leaves and the figs blossom at the same time. They grow at the same time. So a tree without any fruit, and I don't know if that you could take that back to Adam and Eve as far as them having the leaves on them but no fruit.
Yeah,
they were covered with fig leaves. So yeah, my little man's over here trying to steal the show. But
yeah. No, you're good. Yeah, no, you're good, man. Yeah, I want to say we probably went over. I want to say the last time we went over this, it might have been maybe 6 months ago. I don't remember. Somebody brought it up.
No, it was before that.
Was it? I don't remember. It's a few months. Yeah, okay, it could have been 3. I don't know. It wasn't very long.
Maybe 1 or 2 months. The least.
1 or 2 months. Yeah.
I remember it clearly. Yeah. Me and time, at this age, it seems like yesterday.
What do you say, Morgan? I'm an old one, 58, not hip to the times. Yeah, hey, don't let tech scare you. You'll get left behind. Morgan, I'm telling you right now, if you let tech scare you, you will be ready to go bye-bye about time you're 70. I'm telling you. All right? Try to make it 100 and make disciples while you're here, and use these tools while you can. I've tried. No, there is no try. There is either do or not do. So you need to do, Morgan. Do. Don't try. Do. I don't care. I don't care if you got
disciplina.
Yes, right. Have some disciplina. That's what they say.
You got to train. You got to train against that flesh that doesn't want to do it.
Yeah. So, and I'll
make it a new default.
Yeah, and I'll say this to you, Morgan. I'm not even kidding. I'm not telling you to go get a degree or any of that. Go find a college that has a course over like tech stuff, like how to get on your phone, how to get on. They have courses out there. I'm telling you, you will have a blast. They will show you. Go do it. Go pay the stupid $200-$300. They're not very expensive, and they could be $4 or $5. I apologize, but for a few $100, you can have some snot-nosed kid that's 25, 30 years old show you how to use it, okay? Who cares? All right? Just let them show you how to use it, and boy, I tell you, you'll start doing wonders on these things if you take the class. I don't have to take the class because I'm that hard-headed, okay? And I'm like, I will get this. Now, I don't get all of it. I probably need to go take a class myself, but I never let tech outdo me, and I don't mean that any human can keep up with how fast it's going. I'm saying as long as you stay at a certain level, you won't be left completely behind. I'm telling you, it'll do you wonders, man. Let's see. I don't know what the heck y'all taking in there. I'm a God-fearing paratrooper. Airborne? Good. Amen. Whiskey. Oh, y'all just in there having a conversation. Yeah, but this is not, guys, honestly, this is not an easy conversation to have, man. It's really not. I'm sorry. It's not. Anytime someone is asking about the swine or the trees, and they're still stuck in this Disneyland, this Disney World. This this toy is for ages 3 to 13. It's kind of like this Bible is for man. The Bible is for any age, but that doesn't mean you have to stay on the teat. You were born again 20 years ago. I don't know why you're still on milk. I don't understand this. I really don't. You have potential to get on to meat, and stop lying to people about you're on meat. And I'm like, what are you calling meat? And they're like, and I'll show you one thing that someone says, wow, that's deep. You're on the meat, right? They'll call understanding history about the days of Jesus meat. How's that meat? That's not meat. It's still superficial. It's historic. It's something you can see with these eyes. That's not meat. They'll say, oh, well, when Jesus was standing by the gates of hell, there was a physical place there outside of Jerusalem they called the gates of hell. And Jesus was standing right there. And he says, and the gates of hell will not prevail. See? But he was pointing at those gates right there because they thought that was hell. Wow, so deep. Woo! They'll say, well, did you know that? It's historic. It's a history. No, duh, he was standing right there. What the heck? I learned that in freaking high school. What are you talking about? That's deep. That ain't deep. It's history. That is just a historical thing. Oh my God, that ain't deep at all. The question that Soup brought is a question from someone that hears and sees something and is curious, what exactly does this mean right here? Once you explain that, that's not, history couldn't explain what we just went over. You can't pick up a history book, but you could pick up a history book and learn, well, Jesus was standing on the outside here, and there was gates, and people called this place hell, and there was animals sacrificed out there and all this other. Stop it. Stop it. That's not deep. That's not meat. And they're like, well, when you come here, guys, we'll give you the meat. Teaching someone history is not meat of God's word. Absolutely not. Trot ain't no Ric Flair. Woo! I remember Ric Flair. Yeah. Let's see what time it is. All right, guys, it's 3:20. Obviously, Soup, thanks for bringing that back up. I'm sure guys, put a 1 in the chat if you got something out of that today, if you don't mind, please. And I'll say this before we hop off, guys. Dcaled's first music album, okay, is coming out tomorrow. It's going to be dropped on all platforms. So if you listen to music on Amazon, iTunes, Spotify, Pandora, it doesn't matter. Okay, however you listen to your music, more than likely, it's going to be dropped on all of them tomorrow. So tomorrow morning when you get up, please go to your favorite music platform and type in Dcaled. There should be a whole album there of music. Or you can type in I'm Your Garden, and there'll be other songs with it. Okay, all of them are dropping today. And the next album will be dropped within a month or two. It's almost pretty much done. It'd be 8 to 10 songs just like this one. Yeah, there's a lot of people that got some. Sometimes, even though we've gone over something, it's good to go over it again. So let's see. Does anybody
heard it 1,000 times and I still get something out of it?
Yeah, man.
Always. I got a couple of things today. Yeah.
And we ripping? CJ. Oh, sorry, Bill.
Oh yeah, no, you're good.
Is it Friday?
CJ. Yeah, no, Thursday night.
No, it's Thursday.
Oh, I could have swore I heard Jordan ask if we're ripping.
Sometimes we rip on Thursdays, don't we?
Look at that little baby.
Yeah, baby singing. Baby
Oh
singing.
man, I thought I put that something.
Oh, you're good, man. I can barely hear it. It's not that loud. That's weird.
So you make music too?
Yeah.
You're in a band. Huh?
What kind of genre of music you like, Soup? Do you like rap, rock, or do you like praise and worship?
All of that.
All right, well, you say one of them and I'll play you one from the album. You like praise and worship, rap, or rock? You choose. It don't matter.
I want to hear what the rock sound like.
All right, I'll give you a rock one. Well, we're about to rock with it.
It's not our favorite.
Hey, and after it's not Okay, well, after I'm gonna play the rock one, Sue. But if you were to choose rap or worship, which one of them would you choose? Just to hear.
And it all depends on the mode I'm in. I love rap, and I love
Yeah.
worship.
All right. Well,
It
if
just
you had
depends on the mode.
if you had to pick one right now, which one would it be?
All right, let's rap.
Rap. All right. Do you want me to play the rock one still, or you want to go straight to the rap?
Go straight to the rap, and then if you got time, you play the rap.
All right, check it out. There's 2 songs. One of them is called Disciple, and one of them is called Harness Your Emotions. Which one you want?
Disciple.
Disciple. All right, and after that, I got a special song for for Bill. Bill, you still here? Hey,
I'm here.
No, listen. Bill's always giving me a hard time. He's like, bro, make it in Spanish. So I made another one in Spanish, and then Bill, I'm gonna let Bill hear it for the first time. And Bill, you gotta let me know if you like it or not. If not, I'm gonna scratch it.
All right.
I'm gonna just say this. For me,
I feel special.
For everybody else, it may be easy, but not for me because I don't understand really what it's saying. The song sounds cool, but I can't tell if the words go with it, man. That's what I mean by I'm not sure. All right, I'm gonna play Disciple for Soup real quick.
Sure.
All right, here we go. Check it out.
People read the black letters on the white pages, but they don't see them. But the shadows are their brightest day, but to them they are dim. As a teacher, it's easy to get others to see, but as a hater, all you can do is ridicule me. Well, I command those blind eyes to see, those deaf ears to hear, and that dumb mouth to speak. Clearly, in the past 20 years, it hadn't said a thing. Many will say, Lord, Lord, in that great day. But you better have the right gift if you want to stay. Jesus will do the same to you as he did to them on the road to amendments. Starting from Moses through the prophets, he will open the scriptures concerning himself. Will your heart burn then? The answer is no, your chances now. Moses and the prophets are speaking now. Become Dcaled before it's too late. You're swimming in the sea with the king of pride. Trust me, it's not a fun ride. Your heart has been dry for too long. Let the net of God pull you from this dead sea before the hook of God damns you stay. The choice is yours. Allow the love of God to pull you out with no doubt. Submerged into this living water. You will start off as a toddler. Watch the transformation take place as the tree of life comes alive inside of you. Now your belly no longer filled with dust. Rather rivers of living water. Then you become weaned as your disciple. As a teacher, you will now see what it's like to receive hate as Jesus did, receiving revelation from spirit causes even your brothers in Christ to mock. Don't believe for a second you were any different than your brother Joseph. He spoke revelation, his own brethren laughed and mocked. Don't forget about Cain, Abel. One was hated and murdered. Don't get it twisted, your own brethren are doing the same, but Satan is to blame. Don't forget it, we wrestle not against flesh and blood. It is the king of pride who was to blame. After these things, love becomes easy. Use this energy to open the scriptures, cause people's hearts to burn. Make disciples be the tree of life. Take the land, remove the sand. Every belly is yours to fill with that living water. Take the sword in the left hand and play that harp like you in a band. Utilizing God's hand, that rod of God. That's right, the rod of God. Who was in Moses' hand, who was sent to free God's people from the land. Moses did no miracles, it was the rod in his hand. Look back at the 10 plagues, were because of the rod. Think back to the Red Sea. Moses was in fear and crying. He went to God, forgetting what was in his hand. God's response was simple. Why you crying to me? Take the rod, the Red Sea split. Over and over again, the rod proved itself to be the authority of God. When the vipers came, it was the brazen serpent on the rod that became the aim. Joshua only won the battle because the rod was lifted up once again. When Christ came, he said all authority was given to him. Did he have a rod? He was the rod who was sent to free God's people from the land. Here once again, so disciple, take a stand. Have no fear, gird thy loins like a man. After the death, burial, and resurrection, iron rod was given to you. Like Moses, it's not you that does the miracles. It's the iron rod in your hand. Now go. Open the blind eyes, open the deaf ears. Make the lame walk and the dumb to speak. Be bold, you are no longer weak. Now go. Make disciples in all the nations. Don't waste time arguing about philosophy and titles. Use the iron rod to understand the Bible. Open the scriptures, allow God to show you the shadows. With the iron rod, he will share his secrets. You can be 100-fold. Truth be told, don't settle for less. You have been given authority from the best. Now go. Now go.
There it was. That was Disciple
Yeah, that's my error right there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
That's your genre. Yeah, I make all genres because I like all of them, and there's always someone that was like, man, I don't really like that. I'm like, man, listen, it's not your genre. That wasn't made for you. Don't worry about it.
For sure. But no, I'm saying my error too.
Oh, your era. Yeah.
That would.
Yeah.
That's if Tupac became fully submitted.
Yeah. Okay. I see what you're saying. All right. So this one, Bill's always tell me, man, why don't you make one? So I made one in Spanish for another brother. And he told me, hey, I wanted to sound like this. And I did the best that I could. He liked it. He loved it. But Bill's like, man, it's not the type that I like. So I tried it again, Bill. Hopefully I didn't fail. So Bill, you ready?
The first, yeah. Hold on, just to clarity. Yeah. The one thing you made for Sandro, I like it. It's just not my.
I know that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying you don't like it. I'm saying you don't like the type, like the way it goes. And that's fine. All right, guys, this is for Bill. So if you don't speak Spanish, you're not gonna. I don't even understand half of it, and I'm the one that wrote it. Okay, I wrote the whole thing, so I know what it's saying in English. I don't have an ear for this kind of music, but I did the best that I could. All right, Bill, here we go, man.
Ustedes dos espiarán la tierra y traerán de regreso, traerán un buen informe. He sido escogido para espiar la tierra, no una tierra de arena, una tierra prometida. ¿Quién no sacrificó a Isaac sino un carnero? Ahora ha llegado el tiempo para que la promesa sea nuestra. Hemos sufrido todas esas cicatrices. Vivimos en cautiverio confiando en la grandeza de esta promesa. Mientras contábamos las estrellas, entremos en este lugar y juzguemos el asunto por su sabor. Estamos llamados a traer un buen informe. Lo haremos pero no con palabras sino con poder. Ahora es la hora. No traeremos otra vez el vino viejo que está agrio. Traeremos el vino nuevo, un vino nuevo arrancado de la buena vid. Esta será la señal. Esta será la señal que proclamaré como mía delante de todo el pueblo. Que cada hombre decida por sí mismo creer o negar esta señal. Con valentía entramos en la tierra, pero en poco tiempo el semblante de 10 hombres cayó. Como si alguien hubiera lanzado un hechizo. Hubieron a los hijos de Anak. Era más de lo que podían soportar. Las mansiones son enormes, pero para nosotros aquí no hay refugio. En sus corazones dijeron, debemos regresar antes de que seamos destruidos en estas tierras. Mejor nos va en las arenas. Estamos llamados a traer un buen informe. Lo haremos pero no con palabras sino con poder. Ahora es la hora. No traeremos otra vez el vino viejo que está agrio. Traeremos el vino nuevo, un vino nuevo arrancado de la buena vid. Esta será la señal. Esta será la señal que proclamaré como mía delante de todo el pueblo. Que cada hombre decida por sí mismo creer o negar esta señal. Hemos regresado, nos estaban buscando. Fuimos escondidos por una ramera. Debemos recordarla por un hilo escarlata. Un hilo escarlata en la ventana. Moisés, no podemos tomar esta tierra, pueblo. Escuchen mis palabras, vi la tierra con mis propios ojos. Yo fui un espía. Escuchen mi clamor. Si entramos en esta tierra, todos moriremos. No, pueblo, escúchenme, Josué y Caleb. Nosotros también estuvimos en la tierra para espiar. Vengan y vean con sus propios ojos las uvas de esta tierra. Una tierra abundante y fructífera. El vino aquí no se arruina ni se oscurece. Viene de buena tierra. He probado el vino nuevo hecho de la buena vid. Vengan y vean que esta sea su señal. Estamos llamados a traer un buen informe. Lo haremos pero no con palabras sino con poder. Ahora es la hora. No traemos Traeremos otra vez el vino viejo que está agrio. Traeremos el vino nuevo, un vino nuevo arrancado de la buena vid. Esta será la señal. Esta será la señal que proclamaré como mía. Delante de todo el pueblo, que cada hombre decida por sí mismo creer o negar esta señal. Crean en esta vida. Crean en esta señal.
All right, Bill, what you think, man? How'd I do?
Yeah, I love it. It's got the European Spaniard sound. I love it. It's about the 10 spies, everybody.
Yeah.
And Caleb and John. Yo, I love it. Bro.
All right, so check it out.
I can't wait to make some video on that.
Yeah, no, it's guys, this is going to be on the next album. It'll be out within a month or two, but I want to build. So I made this song in English. All right, I'm going to play the song in English, Bill, so everybody can hear what's being said. So I was playing this song. Yeah. I was playing this song in English one day, and Bill was like, "Oh, bro, that's awesome." So I was like, "You know what? I'm gonna make that one the Spanish one." But
he wants the David one in Spanish.
Yeah. Well, not all of them is easy to do, man. I've played around with it.
That one might be a little difficult.
Yeah. It sounds a little. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go ahead and play. So if everybody wants to know what Bill was listening to, it's this right here. Okay, this is it. Well, where is it? Or
my father-in-law will like that one.
That beat of that song reminds me of there was a Mexican song that was very popular, and I cannot think of the name of it, but that beat reminded me of that song.
Yeah,
and I was just over here vibing with it.
Yeah, that's the Spanish sound. That's from Spain.
Was it a Tigres del Norte song? Misunderstood?
No, it was popular for on both the Spanish English side top and American.
La camisa negra.
Yes, there we go. 99. That's it.
Yep.
Despacito.
I don't know.
Yes,
Despacito.
Yeah, I don't know that song. I didn't get that.
Bill
I didn't get
song to sound that.
I didn't get that sound from anywhere. Just to be clear, though. All right. So
I know.
Yeah. I just want to be clear.
Despacito had. Oh, I'm sorry. What they mean, it has that Spaniard sound.
Oh,
that's a Spaniard sound. That's a
yeah.
That's a Spaniard genre type. Yeah.
All right. So here it is. All right, here it is. I got it. Here it is. This is what he was listening to in English. I mean in Spanish.
It's 12 spy out the land and bring back a good report. I have been chosen to spy out the land, not of sand. A land promised to Abraham, who didn't sacrifice Isaac but a ram. Now the time has come for the promise to be ours. We suffered all those scars. We lived in bondage, trusting the greatness of this promise while counting the stars. Let us enter into this place and judge the matter by its taste. We are to bring back a good report. We will, but not in words, but in power. Now is the hour. We will not bring again the old wine which is sour. We will bring back surely die. No, people hear me. Joshua and Caleb, we were in the land also to spy. Come and see with your own eye the grapes of this land, a bountiful, fruitful land. The wine here doesn't spoil or turn brown, it's from good ground. I have tasted the new wine made from the good vine. Come and see, let this be your sign. We are to bring back a good report. We will, but not in words, but in power. Now is the hour. We will not bring again the old wine which is sour. We will bring back the new wine, a new wine plucked from the good vine. This will be the sign, this will be the sign that I will proclaim is mine. Believe it's mine. Oh, believe this believe this
All right, that's what it was saying in English. For anybody that was curious.
Yeah, that was good. Both versions. Like that, man. I come sitting with y'all more often.
Yeah, you should, man.
Yeah, definitely, brother.
Yeah, and there's like I said, the entire album, the first one's going to be released tomorrow. And Soup, if you haven't heard the worship song "I'm Your Garden," man, matter of fact, you can go listen to it right now. It's already been released on everything. So what do you listen to if you listen to music? What platform or whatever, Soup?
Oh, I'm on Spotify.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's on there. If you go to Spotify and type in Dcaled or type in "I'm Your Garden," the song's there. And it's pretty much everybody's favorite song. And I will say this. It's a hard one to beat because it really points to a lot of things that you just don't hear a lot of people talk about, but it's a fact and it's true. And it's a pretty awesome song. So whenever you got time, you check it out.
Brother Trap. I'm sorry, Sue. Hold on. Brother Trap, you can't start the new year without playing the Garden. Play the Garden.
Play it, Soup. You want to? Well, I don't. Well,
yeah, play the Garden, man.
All right, Soup. You got Soup. You got time to hear it. Everybody's already wanting to hear it already.
Oh yeah. Nah, I'm in that mode now. You know.
All right. Look, hey, somebody's asking. Play one that has rock. All right, let me play the rock one. I'll play the Garden next. And plus, Soup already asked to hear it. So there's a few people already asking for a rock one. All right, so this song's called "Invisible Flame."
I picture creation. I can see Jesus as the foundation. Through your words, through your breath, there is a new depth. As everything is formed with your sign, millions of more wait in line. You are my God. Your word started as creation. Now it can be heard. the real claim. It is us that will cause hearts to burn within that
All right, that's the rock one. I think Megan was asking also. Yeah, absolutely.
Now, the one and only.
The one, and that's the one Bill. Well, everybody likes it. I mean, it's an awesome song, man. All right, this is a praise and worship song.
No, that one, that.
What?
Yeah.
What do you say?
No, the garden. The garden.
Yeah, I'm your garden.
I'm gonna have everybody chanting garden.
All right, this is I'm your garden, guys. Here you go.
You walk in my heart in the cool of the day. You showed me your glory. I've seen your face. I've become Dcaled before. I thought I knew everything. Your endless wisdom takes away my shame. I'm the one to blame. But I called on Jesus. I called your name. And you came. Lord, you know all things. But I want to talk about when we met. It was a still small voice, but I heard it loud and clear. It resembled a trumpet and took away all fear. I was reading about the Garden of Eden and the tree of life, and remember Jesus called himself the way, the truth, and the life. And I heard in the distance the sound of a trumpet. I looked around, but there was no one to be found. It was cold that night. I wrapped the covers around me more tight. I even had a candlelight. I continued to read. It happened again in the story of Moses and the burning bush. Moses turned aside and a voice came from the midst of the tree. At the moment I heard the sound of a trumpet. The trumpet sound became more familiar in each story. The sound was familiar. It was comfortable. It was you. You called my name. I did not hide. So in my heart you could abide in the east of Eden. The garden you planted. I am in you and you in I. Only in your garden, the secret place. I hear your voice in the midst of the garden, the tree of life. There I find my rest. There I find my shade. In the story of Jericho, it was you who knocked down the wall with 7 priests and the 4 carrying the ark. The trumpets blasted, but all I heard was you. Even when you spoke to the children of Israel, and all they could hear caused fear. I rejoice to the sound in Ruth Boaz, called the nearest kinsman to the city
came out of the midst of me. I remembered when Jesus said he was the vine, and we were the branches. The trumpet sounded again. The trumpet sounded again. It was you the whole time on the inside of me. I was fooled to believe you were out there somewhere. The truth of where you are is what set me free. You abide in me. You abide in me. You called my name. I did not hide. So in my heart, you could abide in the east of Eden. The garden you planted. I am in you, and you in I. Only in your garden, the secret place. I hear your voice in the midst of the garden of the tree of life. There I find my rest. There I find my shade.
All right, that was I'm Your Garden, and it's already dropped on all platforms right now. Y'all can go listen to it right now if you want to. So if you haven't heard it, like by yourself, like doing your own praise and worship, you need to, man. It's awesome. It's an awesome song. Let me see.
Yeah, that is. I hear that one every day.
Yeah, no, it's an awesome song, man. And there's only been a few people. Well, no, in the morning time, there's some people that hear this song, and I'm only going to play it because, I mean, we kind of already in that mood, so it's no big deal. And plus, that's no big deal. And I brought this up because Amazing was on here, and Amazing was like, man, I wonder, y'all, if you met Amazing, man, you already know he's, Amazing, he's going to say what's on his mind, and he does it quite, frequently, so we're all used to it. But he's like, man, I wonder what David was thinking about when he was talking about fighting Goliath. And I just so happened to finish a song literally like a few days, I think, or a week before he said that. And I said, hey, I'm going to show you let me show you what David was thinking. He's like, I was like, I'm going to play this song right here. And so the song is called David's Secret Chord. I'm going to go ahead and play it, man. It's an awesome song too. And a couple of people have already said that it's on the level with I'm Your Garden. And I agree. It is. It may not be a 10.5, but it's right there, man. It's an awesome song.
I watch my post both day and night, with God's right by my side, ready to fight. God searched for a man to do this job, but couldn't find one. He searched the whole earth and there was none who would meet the wolf, lion or bear in a sprint of a run. There are only men who work to get paid, but when the enemy comes are afraid, they leave their posts for fun in the sun. So I stand my watch both night and day, where I learn to play the harp, I learn to pray. I'm to and with my sling. People would rejoice if they heard, but to the Lord it's a small thing. A bigger battle lies ahead. One if I go in fear, I will surely be dead. Whatever this challenge is, my stone will hit its mark. For my comfort is in this rod and that of Moses' arm. Not the outer appearance of man, I look at the heart that I placed in you was first in me. From the start, from stone to flesh, you became good ground. From dry and desolate, garden of Eden is in you now. I'm the garden, that's how you work. Keep your eyes closed as I make you new. I'll continue to play my melody. Get ready, here it comes. Tell me what you see. You chose me to be king. I want to rejoice that you are my Lord, but I don't know how to play a chord. Can I just just hear you sing. With your arm by my side, I'll hold the harp, I'll close my eyes and imagine you. My hands are yours to play a secret melody. For I am a circumcised Jew. Who is this uncircumcised Gentile who brings fear in our soldiers' hearts? I will go stand watch then until he departs. Better yet, I will challenge him before all to see. I'll go alone just to run and me. Everyone thinks I'm alone. No, I have my servant by my side, and he does what he is told because I'm part of his bride. I've learned you're not a servant by force. Go ahead, Lord, play your course. Not the outer appearance of man. I look at the heart. The heart that I placed in you was first in me. From the start, from stone to flesh, you became good ground. From dry and desolate, a garden of Eden is in you now. I am the gardener, that's how you grew. Keep your eyes closed as I make you new. I'll continue to play my melody. Get ready, here it comes. Tell me what you see. Through your melody as I read, I hear digging of soil and planting of seed. When I strike a chord, I hear your gospel notes that pierce the heart. Oh, how you secretly play as I stand my watch both night and day. An unstoppable melody. To not play your harp is a disgrace. I will play the song you taught me in your secret place. You showed me your secret chord. It's a weapon, it's a sword. Against Goliath, I struck a chord. It roared, it was the Lord. Not the outer appearance of man. I look in the heart. The heart that I placed in you was first in me. From the start, from stone to flesh, you became good ground. From dry and desolate, a garden of Eden is in you now. I am the gardener, that's how you grew. Keep your eyes closed as I make you new. I'll continue to play my melody. Get ready, here it comes. Tell me what you see. Tell me what you see.
Yeah, there's been a few people that say that, and it is, man. If you pay attention to the words, a song is all about words. You know, I don't know what it is with people. They'll hear a song and they're like, it's okay. I'm telling you, pay attention to words of music, and you know, because sometimes the beat may not be like something that you like, but especially for Christians, and trust me, I'm the same way, man. There are some genres that can, like blues. I understand why blues is cool. I get it, but you know, once you come to Christ, I'm not singing no blues. There are no more blues, okay? Unless you're in the flesh, then, you know, you're still in the blues. And blues has its place. I get it, but the genre for blues, for Christianity, like, nah, bro, it don't got no place. Not for me, it doesn't. Because the purpose of blues was really just a bunch of people crying about sad times. So I like country music too, okay? But a lot of the country music, you play it backwards, you get your wife back, your house back, your dog back, you get all of it back, right? And it's like that in a lot of genres if you're not careful. But the sound of blues people like, and so they'll try to make a Christian song. And I've heard some where I'm like, okay, I can get it while that made it through, but there's just a few genres that don't click with me, and that's one of them regarding Christian music. And so you know, no offense, but every other genre pretty much, man, I can dig it for the most part, except, well, I like rock. Rock's okay. But like there was a guy that came on here and he was like, "Hey man, you got any rock?" I can't remember what he called it, but when he said it, I knew what he was talking about. The
heavy metal or screamo,
whatever it's called. I don't know, the kill your parents music. It's like
screamo and they just scream.
It's like and they're like, and I'm like, yeah, like there's a song that I've made and it has one part in there that has that, and I'm just debating on it's small. It's a real small part. I get why people do it, right? I get it. Trust me, I get it now. At first, I had no idea. I was like, what's the point of y'all young? I get it. I got a couple of buddies that kind of play around and make music like that. Like I said, overall, I don't get it, but it's screamo. I think that's what it's called. I don't know what it's called. I don't want to give it the wrong name. But guys, anybody got anything before we go? Can't do heavy metal.
Yeah. How many people were in the garden with Adam and Eve as the next question?
Whose question is that? Yours?
Yep.
All right, let me write it down. Even though that's going to last 5 seconds, but I'm going to write it down anyway.
I think it will too.
No, it's your question. You don't know the answer. No, don't do that. Are y'all watching what he's doing? Don't do that, bro, because you don't know because you're asking the question.
Yeah, typical Christian stuff.
Chris is like, hey, one day Chris is going to be like, I can't stand no more from y'all.
So how many people are in the garden?
Is it 2?
So are you gonna answer
maybe 2, maybe 3?
Are you gonna answer?
Are angels people?
Yeah. Are you gonna answer?
No, I got them down packed. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Silence. What?
Well, if you have me down packed, make sure you talk to Tom.
One second. Hush, puppy, hush. Were pre-Adamic people before Adam and Eve was created? Was there civilization before them?
Chris, I'll tell you, he's gonna do like Bill did that one day. I had enough. That's enough of y'all shit.
Bill, you gotta get his ab living in between.
My poor brother Bill, he had a meltdown that day.
Hey, Bill,
that wasn't a meltdown. That was the bear coming back.
He was calling out everybody. He was like, no, and Dre, and he was like, and Jordan. Hey, I got up and walked out of the room. I was like, oh shoot! Hey, we're in Oklahoma, and we had all the podcast stuff set up in the living room in that house out there, and he's like, you know what? That is enough. I didn't go to that one.
Y'all lucky I didn't go to
hey,
that
I got up and I was like, oh shit. I could hear him. I was like, oh shit, bro. He's like, and Dre and Jordan. He calling people out by name, boy. I was like, oh shoot. I was like, all right.
He got mad in the text thread, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna troll him. And then I do. He's like, that's it, baby Trot. I'm gonna knock you.
It's Jordan.
I'm gonna knock your ass out, baby Trot.
Baby Trot. I was like, oh crap.
The other thing I told him, if you was in front of me, I would have knocked you out.
I was like, why are we talking about knocking people out? He was like, hold on. I couldn't even. I was like, whoa, we talking about knocking people out.
Get me out of this thread.
That's enough, baby.
Get me out of this chat thread.
Up. I was like, get me out of this
Dre
chat.
Call me up.
Dre, remove me. Dre ignored him.
Yeah.
Dre ignored me. Then he called me up. He let me cool down, and he called me. He goes, "Yo, brother, why you let him get to you? He's a nice guy. Why you let him get to you?" I had enough. I'm in my belly. He done
poked the bear.
It's like, man, I'll never let you live that one down. That's too good. That's good material right there.
Bill didn't care. We were like, Bill, man, calm down. No, that is it.
I read the text.
Hey, Bill,
I read the text. Dre's like, don't say anything back, bro. I'm like, I'm not. Hey, I'm dying though.
Hey, I was like, hey, y'all better. I was like, I'm getting out of here. Okay, y'all better stop. Y'all better behave.
I apologize.
Trot's like, you better behave or I'm ending the live.
Nah, you ain't gotta apologize for nothing.
Bill,
but I did apologize.
No, you don't gotta apologize, bro. Everybody was picking on each other anyway. Okay, I don't know. All right. Anyway, guys, hey, anybody got anything? Because I should have got off at 3:30. It's already 4 o'clock over here.
So we ripping tomorrow then?
I mean, if everybody can rip today, y'all have to give an exact time. If not, we ripping tomorrow. I tell you what, though, tomorrow probably be best after 4 p.m. for me. Tomorrow, that'd be best for me.
I can rip tonight, anytime tonight.
Yeah, well,
tomorrow anytime for me too.
Yeah,
Tonight,
Friday is good for me. I'm not saying we can't do it tonight, but everybody's gonna have to be there except for one person tonight in order for us to do it. If not, it's just gonna be tomorrow because Friday's the day.
Breezy's benching the Breezy pull.
Oh,
he didn't rip. Breezy's got a
okay. Yeah, so you got to pull anyway.
Well, hold on a second. I'm glad y'all said that. Hold on a second. Let me look.
We're in shambles, everyone.
The net ripped from the parking lot.
Yeah, that's right.
No
that's right. She ripped. Hold on, man. I thought I had the. Uh-oh.
Our fearless leader, everyone.
Oh man, fearless leader has failed y'all.
He's questioning the leadership.
Oh, okay. Hey, at this point, you're going to have to because I thought I lost the page. I was like, oh, man. All right. I found it. Oh, don't worry. I'm going to find it because I highlighted my big goose egg. 0.
I'm questioning the leadership because how could the leader cast lots and land on 0?
All right. So you're not a leader at all? All right. So Breezy, Danette. Okay, no, Christian and Danette ripped.
Is he really a man or is he just a shadow?
He's a shadow. All right, yeah.
Are you a type in a shadow?
All right, so Christian and Danette. Yeah, Breezy's the only one that hasn't ripped, bro. He's got Giants and Raiders. So I need y'all to get a hold of him and ask him, is he going to rip tomorrow? Because now he's got to rip twice. He's got a double rip. And Dre, Danette, and Jordan are at 5. And then Bill, Christian, Breezy, and Big Net are at 3. And I'm the only one at the big old goose egg. I'm the only one that ain't got 1 point. That's it. And that was week 17. So this is week 18 coming up. Should be. Hey, I'm gonna tell you what's scary is Breezy didn't even rip last week, and he's got 3, so he's gonna rip 2 packs. Man, he may beat y'all. Possible.
That might be the one that takes over the whole thing.
He might.
Doesn't matter how many packs Trot rips.
Probably not.
So, Trot, how can you hate from the outside of the club? You can't even get in?
No, Christian, your pitch has to keep going up. So you're starting too high.
Oh.
Got to start lower.
So, Trot,
how are you gonna get into the club if you can't? No, but it's got to go up and up. So it's got to be like, so, Trot, you can't get in the club? Then, if you can't get in the club, how you gonna get in? And it's got to do that. It's got to do that. Like it's got to. You're saying too much. It's got to, and then. Anyway, all right. That's the best I can explain. That's the best I can do.
Yeah, do that one again.
That's as high as I go. As high as I can go. I can't go any higher. All right, guys, I'm out. We will see y'all. Today's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday.
Let's go. Blessings, everyone.
Happy New Year. Merry New Year.
Merry New Year.
Thank you, Jerry Jones.
All right, we'll see y'all in the morning. God bless. Cowboys are amazing. Bye.
Trash.